thousands of books written on every conceivable subject by all these great minds, and in the end, none of them knows anything more about the big questions of life than I do. Jesus, I read Socrates, you know. This guy used to knock off little Greek boys. What the hell's he got to teach me? And Nietzsche with his theory of eternal recurrence. He said that the life we live, we're going to live over and over again the exact same way for eternity. Great. That means I'll have to sit through the ice capades again. It's not worth it. And Freud, another great pessimist. Jeez, I was in analysis for years. Nothing happened. My poor analyst got so frustrated. The guy finally put in a salad bar.
A couple weeks ago, my wife and I took a little trip down to Mexico. Met this young girl there. We brought her back with us. Now she lives with us in our home. She cleans the hallway. She cleans the stairs. She cleans the living room. She wipes the baby's ass. She drives the kids to school. She does the laundry too. She wrote this song for me. Listen. Yeah, the other afternoon, my wife and I took a little ride into Beverly Hills. Went to the private school, our oldest child attends. Many famous people send their children there. This teacher says to us, we have a problem here. This child just will not do a thing I tell him to. He's such a big old thing. He hurts the other children. All the games they play, he plays so rough. Hold it, teacher. Wait a minute. Maybe my ears are clogged or something. Maybe I'm not understanding the English language. Yeah, you don't seem to realize my life is good. My life is good. My life is good, you old bag. My life. Just this evening, some young associates of ours are flying in to see us from New York City. They're gonna stay with us for a couple weeks or so. I'm gonna take them to restaurants and everything. Gonna get them some real good cocaine. They don't get much where they come from. And this one guy's wife is such a pretty little brown thing that I'm allowed to give her a poke or two. What do you think of that? Teacher, let me tell you a little story. Just this morning, my wife and I went to the hotel in the hills. That's right, the Bel Air Hotel. A very good friend of ours happens to be staying. And the name of this young man is Mr. Bruce Springsteen. That's right. Yeah, we talked about this kind of woodblock or something, this new guitar we like. And you know what he said to me? I'll tell you what he said to me. He said, Rand, I'm tired. How would you like to be the boss for a while? Well, yeah. Blow, big man. Blow. My life is good. My life is good, you old bat.
life is good. Thanks to the best friend I ever had and the best handicapper in the history of college football, Mr. Perfect.
Hello, buddies.
You've done it again, big man.
Perfect ending to a perfect weekend, and it started early, too.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the weekend. It was Friday night, you nut.
Don't step on him and never disparage that man again. Come on in, Earl.
God bless the Mountaineers of West Virginia for a perfect game plan.
4-0, there's nobody in broadcast media today that can touch Earl Douglas, the man we call Mr. Perfect.
He's now gone a month of winning picks.
It's unbelievable. I was talking with my accountant yesterday. Probably 2 or 3 more weeks like this, and I can quit this fucked up job and just really spend the rest of my life, the only place I've ever been happy, bankrolling Mr. Perfect.
Ron, I can't even see you under that big stack of money that you're hiding under right now.
That's problems I don't mind having, my friend. That's problems I don't mind having.
We probably shouldn't leave that in here.
I love it, Earl. I cannot believe how much better you are than that skank Fez, that idiot Dave. And who was the ham and egger that does the magazine that we had in here last year?
Mark Lawrence.
Ass, hole in the ground, nobody could tell with him. Mr. Perfect, Earl Douglas, week after week delivers the goods. Even when we were down, Fez, I didn't worry. That's the kind of streak we have going right now.
Mr. Perfect took the favorite again, giving up big points on the road. West Virginia giving up 22 at UConn.
And won by 28.
I don't know how this is going to end up sounding, but Earl, I love you way more than my kids. Way more than my kids.
Let me tell you, it's going to sound awful.
Has anyone ever had perfect kids? Kids that could just pick a fucking win week after week after week. It's money in the bank.
Ron, you look like $1 million. You've been living like a king. You look, dare I say, perfect.
Earl, you're something else. I love just talking with them. I love having them around.
I get really tired of the word perfect being used constantly.
Maybe because you're so imperfect.
Maybe because I use it to such perfection.
You know something, Earl? I got to tell you right now. I don't know what it is about you, but it's like birds suddenly appear every time you are near. I don't ever want Earl out of my sight for the rest of my life.
The sun is shining, the skies are clear, money.
You know what I love?
Flowing like rain.
Starting to cloud.
When you threw this bet out, how all the losers were circling around, reason after reason. Oh, you've picked the fucking favorite again. Oh, they're on the road. You never do that. Oh, it's UConn's homecoming.
Cold, windy.
Yeah, cold. Every reason that these strap-hanging ham and eggers can come up with, they'll never live in the plateau you and I are right now, Earl.
I feel like gold, Ronnie. I feel
you
so
are
perfect.
gold, my friend. Let me change that. Platinum. He's my E-Diddy. Right now, everything he touches, Fezzy, becomes a success.
I think he's E-Lucky.
It's just fantastic to have him. You know, and everybody's going, what does he think about the series? What about pro games? I don't want to fuck with it. Unlike you people, I know how to treat something that's precious. I'm going to take care of it. I'll never let anything happen to him.
We only get one pick a week, I guess, for Mr. Perfect on
Don't
Friday.
say we. I don't even want you in the room when this guy's picking. Because you jinx. Well, who's his favorite team, Earl?
Notre Dame?
No, in pro.
Oh, the Bucks.
Yeah. He was a bandwagon Bucks fan. He jumped on the bandwagon around 99, 2000. He came out. So this year, they open 0-4. So Mr. Imperfect says to me, we're not going to Hooters on Sunday anymore. No more hard chairs. No more bad food. Let's go to your house and just watch the local games. Since that has happened, the Bucks have gone 2-0, and a guy kicks a 62-yard fucking field goal.
It's just
in the heat, which is heat humidity. And the thing must have cleared by 7-8 yards.
Oh, yeah, he could have hit a 70-yard field goal. Matt Bryant, it's just, I can't look at my team if I want them to keep winning. I cannot turn this face upon the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Earl, I can't even, it's like he's speaking a foreign language.
It's like Earth 2 perfect.
I know. He speaks loserese. You, on the other hand, absolutely perfect.
So all my doubters, all my critics, I took the the Mountaineers and 22 points, 3 touchdowns, over 3 touchdowns.
I love everything about
They
them.
win by 28.
I just love them. Anything you want, Earl. Would you like to do an Earlatorial this week?
No, I do Fezzatorial.
You want to do the movie reviews? Anything you want. This show is your show.
I mean, you want to double that pile again?
Absolutely, my friend.
Double that stack of money?
Oh, you know what? I'll ride this thing all the way to fucking January. All the way to January.
Well, there's only, 3 regular season games left.
And then I will finally tell XM, kiss my ass. I'm out of here. I'm living the life with Earl.
It's like I'm the gift that keeps on giving. The perfect gift.
You are something. You are something else.
The annoying gift.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to point out that Earl's been just about perfect ever since he went in the terror tube. Maybe it's like a David Banner thing.
You know what it is? It's like when John Travolta had that aneurysm and everything, then he had superpowers.
Oh, yeah, you're phenomenon.
Or maybe heroes. Maybe it's some mutant gene that helps him see into the college future. Fantastic.
Touch of perfection.
And you know what?
Touch.
I look up and I see Wise Ass is up there. I don't even want to talk to him. Maybe we should start and do separate shows. The Fez Loser Show, the Ron and Earl Winner Show.
I don't want to do a loser show.
Wait, you get Dave.
That is the loser show.
Yes. And you get on Frankenberry. I'm going to throw Frankenberry your way.
Frankenberry, I asked for a breakfast bar for him to get me one across the street.
Hershey bar is what he came up with.
Yeah, I'm like, make sure you get chocolate. I only like the chocolate. I'm drowning in peanut butter here, Ronnie.
I'll eat them both, loser. Give them to Earl. I don't want you eating in front of Earl anymore. No, I'm not going to talk to T-Bone and any negative people. Nothing but positive people in my life from now on. And right now, there's only one positive person for me, Earl.
What about me?
I hate to say this, Sleprock. You're the worst human ever. You and Dave and Frankenberry, the loser pile.
All right, I've had some bad picks in college football along the way. I don't think it makes me an awful person. I don't think it makes me Idi Amin.
Let me tell you how bad he picks. He picked a team, and that team, the entire team came down with TB. A disease you never even hear of anymore. You fucking are a jinx. You're a jinx. BJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, we were on our way up, huge Mountaineer fans, and I was worried we were going to be the jinx for Mr. Perfect, listening to it on XM going up, and very surprised Earl picked West Virginia, but, man, the whole game I'm sitting there thinking, Earl's right, Mr. Perfect all the way. Go Mountaineers.
There you go. And Earl, I mean, it was even close at the end because you gave up how many points?
22.
22 points. Wow. I mean, who does that? Fez, on the road, gives away 22 points. It's the other team's homecoming.
Nobody does that.
Oh, well,
and wins.
No, my friend, one person does. Mr. Perfect.
I'm so sick of hearing this song.
Picks to perfection.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I want to know if Earl could take over Fez's spot on Sports Nation on Monday mornings.
Actually, Fez is absolutely perfect for that show. That loser show. Earl, I never even want you turning it on. When you hear the picks on that fucking channel, unbelievably bad.
Nobody turn it on when I'm on there on Mondays.
It's like being in the bathroom for Fez.
It's just
How long is that going to go on? Forever?
I think it is. I don't think I can get out of it. And I swear I would sound better if I put the phone in the toilet and let loose.
You know, here, he says he doesn't think he can get out of it. Fez, you play the part of Wiki, I'll play the part of me when he asked about Sports Nation. Go ahead.
How's Sports Nation going, Fez?
No, I'm not. I'm me. I'm Ron.
Oh.
Ask me to do Sports Nation. I'll show you the easy way to get out of this. Because they asked Ron and Fez to do this every Monday. So, Fez?
Ron, we'd like you to appear on Sports Nation with TJ Reeves.
No.
Yeah, we really need you to do it.
There wasn't no backup fucking thing. You tell people no, they understand, they move on. Instead, Fez says yes, and now worries about it all the time. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, why don't you take some of that stack of money and see if you can get Earl laid, or you think that'll mess up the streak?
Earl, I'll take you right over Bellevue right now. I will take you to Bellevue, and you can have your pick of the litter.
I make a perfect pick with that.
Have you gotten laid since the Maniac?
No. I'm respecting every streak whatsoever.
Nothing better than crazy sex, though, is there?
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, I know.
The
Sick
best.
fucks. Sick, crazy bastards.
I have done everything not to break this routine during this beautiful streak of sex.
Don't break anything. And Dave, don't you even fucking eyeball him. Earl walks by, look at your shoes. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind keeping you on a coffin to keep this guy hot.
As long as it's a Yankees coffin.
Yeah, I'll put you in a Yankees coffin.
Okay.
Yeah, idiot. Way to come in with a good line. Get one line so far in this short show. What about a Yankees coffin? The whole fucking team should be in that coffin. There's a fucking panic in Detroit last night. Earl, were you're pulling American League, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want you making any bets.
No.
Don't let baseball get in your way. But were you part of this he's cheating, Rogers is cheating, crybaby stuff?
You know, I saw a bit of it, and I was like, it looked a lot like pine tar.
Right.
I was like, that is not dirt. Dirt does not show a big brown stain on
Dirt
the hand.
isn't greasy.
But
yeah, exactly.
You know, the thing about baseball is there's a long history of the pitcher trying to get over. It's not considered a horrible thing the way it would be in a lot of other sports.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried emery boards. Gaylord Perry used to just have grease everywhere on his body.
Who else used to be really known for that? For the spitballs.
Going way back, like Sal Magley, knuckleballers have always been...
Yeah, this is historically what the game has always been about.
The Negro brothers were always accused of cheating.
Oh, yeah, the Negroes.
Especially,
they stayed in the game till they were, what, 50?
80?
Joe Negro was the guy with the famous nail file.
Yeah.
Where the umps asked him, and he took it out of his pockets and tried to throw it
when
on the
you're
ground.
50 and you're giving up 3 hits, something is wrong.
The Joe Negro was funny because they said, what do you got? And he throws his hands up like, what, me? And the emery board flies across and hits the umpire in the shoulder.
Like Ric Flair trying to get rid of brass knucks or something.
Exactly. It's a very good thing. You expect the bad guys to cheat in wrestling. It's all part of the game. Pitchers are the bad guys of sports. There's nothing worse than this pitcher because he wants to stop the game from happening. No one else can play if the pitcher's having a good day. He is the enemy. Everybody hates a pitcher worse than a belly itcher. That's the problem, and they should be playing that way.
But it did not look like dirt. The ump determined that it was dirt. I'm like, when did dirt become like brown, greasy, and really slimy? And it was a pretty nice night out last night. It wasn't like it was damp or anything.
Trucker Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, Rogers was cheating all the way. I'm a huge Cardinal fan. I'm from St. Louis. He's got that thing on his hand. It mysteriously disappears the second inning, and then he keeps reaching up into his hat. I mean, that just proves, and then the pitcher takes a hit on purpose to get on base. So that just proves that they suck, and they're afraid of St. Louis because they know we're going to win.
All right, but here's the funny thing about it. Once that gets into your kitchen, now you're watching the pitcher, and they will start scratching behind their ear, doing everything because he's in your mind now. Now you think that he's cheating, and nobody could touch him long after they supposedly said he's clean.
I remember back in 1986, pitcher for the Astros, Mike Scott, who was one of the first guys to really perfect the splitter, and the Mets, every pitch, they were like, check that ball. He was unhittable. The Mets could not hit this guy. Every pitch, like, check that ball.
But, remember when you were younger playing ball, if in the first inning, one of the better pitchers came in and better hitters on your team would come back to the dugout and say, Jesus Christ, I can't get a fucking bat on this guy. I don't know what the hell he's got. The entire team would start whiffing because it would be in everyone's head that this guy can't can't be hit. That's how quickly it can happen. Let me go to Ken. Ken, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
Do not get him laid, man. It's like the boxers. They don't do it before the big fight. Let him stay on his streak, buddy.
You know what I want you to do, Earl? You can get laid, but you can't get off. I want you to pour ice water all down yourself, like Jake LaMotta.
No, I am just riding the streak of utter perfection. Look, Ronnie, you look so happy. I've never seen you this happy.
This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. There is nothing like won money. Earned money it's like when you get your check for working, you're a little pissed off because you had to do something for it. But the two best feelings in life are when you win money and when you get money from dealing. Nothing else even comes close. Hey, Jay Moore, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, buddies.
Been a long time.
I know, man. I've been working and being a dad. I'm sorry I let you down.
No, you didn't let us down.
Oh, what, you like it better when I don't call? What's that mean?
I've got Earl Douglas. I've got somebody that can really pick now. I have Mr. Perfect.
Hey, my son went on NFL Network and picked. Did you see him?
Yeah, I saw that. Very cute.
He got crushed.
That's what I thought the cute part was.
Like father, like son.
Hey, you know what? That's the kind of attitude we don't need on here.
That's true.
Oh.
I want to turn everything positive.
The celebrity picks, the leading person was Andy Dick at 8-2, and I said, well, if Andy Dick, first of all, I got two problems with that. That Andy Dick's in the lead. Two, that Andy Dick was called to be on the show before me. So if he's in the lead, I'll let my 4-year-old pick these games.
You know, the truth is, Earl never knew anything about college football. Fez acts like he's the college football expert. He can't pick shit. You, Jay, in pro football, actually got Fez to come over and steal your Dolphins. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're at, what, 1-6 now?
I believe so.
Well, hey, man, we all make mistakes, Ronnie.
There's one guy who doesn't, Earl Douglas.
What's Earl doing that's so great?
No one knows, and I won't let anybody near him. But he's absolutely untouched in college football picks.
4 straight weeks, Jay.
All you got to do is take Rutgers every week.
Actually, Rutgers is beating the fucking spread every week. And people were bringing that up. I don't want anybody even to give Earl any advice. Earl, I don't even want you to read the sports section. Because there's something about you right now is touched for God. Touched by God.
Oh, Ronnie, don't you got a sickness maybe. Don't be on a slippery slope back into the well here.
Let me tell you something. I finally have beat the fucking system. It's a bald-headed black man. It's so obvious it was there all these years. It's all I ever needed.
And it's only a sickness when you're losing.
What is Earl's record? Like, what is he doing?
4-0. 4 weeks in a row. Perfect picks.
He's never missed.
He's got a lock of the week. He can't be touched. All right, Jay, your phone's fucking up, buddy. All right, talk to you later. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Oh, yeah. Well, how about Earl when Fez and Jay Moore are betting against each other? It's like 3-10 against fucking 2-11. And then the 3-10 guys got the balls to say he's the winner. Neither one of them comes close to perfect.
It always goes to Monday night.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez. Dave.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
The Cardinal fans can shut up because even if he was cheating, he was supposedly cheating in the only inning he gave up a hit, cleaned the stuff off his hand, and pitched 7 no-hit innings or no-run innings after that. So
he shut them down. He shut them down. You got to give it to him.
Yep, with or without whatever was on his hand.
Now, you're a big Tigers fan?
Not really.
But you're just saying, stop being a big crybaby.
Hey.
Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Dan. Lost you, buddy. Cotton Bud, you're on Ron and Fez. Is this phone's not working all of a sudden?
Hello.
Yeah, how are you, pal?
What's going on, fellas?
What can we do for you?
Hey, I missed Jay Moore. Has he gone already?
Yeah, his phone fucked up.
Man, Nikki Cox, Friday night, Vegas season premiere. I have the lube ready.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ.
That is such a nice compliment.
Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Just wanted to congratulate Earl. Nice pick. I watched that whole game. Didn't think they were going to cover the spread. Hell of a call there, Earl. But, Ron, the other day you said one of the greatest things was eating a steak off a hooker's head. How do you compare that to, like winning the World Series?
Well, can I tell you something, my friend? I don't even know where that's coming from, but let's just say we've been eating a lot of steak around here lately. With Earl Douglas, Mr. Perfect, everything is going well now. Fez, do me a favor.
What's that?
Don't glance at him. I don't want your loser eyes on him.
I can look at Earl.
You and Dave stare at each other in the eyes, the two fucking losers together. You leave Earl to me.
The money's just flowing perfectly.
It is. You're a fine, my friend. You're a fine.
It's like
good-looking man, too.
It's like finding the biggest oil strike or the biggest gold strike. Perfect.
It is perfect. God, I think he's so funny, too. Earl, when I'm just hanging around him, I think he's funny. He always comes up with good... You know a lot about music, too. It's just the greatest.
I think he talks people's ears off.
Maybe if you listened a little bit. Todd, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Todd.
Well, hello there, Mr. Ron and Mr. Perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you
on
very
last
much.
week's game. I'm a big West Virginia fan. Went to WVU, and I would suggest that you take West Virginia over Louisville next Thursday in the biggest game in the Mountaineers' history.
What's the spread going to be on this one? 100?
I'm sorry.
You know, that game, I don't even know it made TV. I turned it on, and the thing was just empty. The stands were empty.
And it was a homecoming, too. Usually that's the one game you sell out.
Yeah, and the people up there were talking about basketball. They're going to can't wait for basketball.
What the thing was at the game? Jim Calhoun, the head coach, and everyone's pointing and waving at him instead of watching the game.
Everybody's waiting for b-ball in Connecticut. Russ, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Russ. These fucking phones are like a couple beats off here. Russ, do we got you, buddy? Let me go to Scotty. Scotty, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, how's it going?
Good, pal.
I think you should start calling Fez Cousin Oliver.
I am not a jinx.
You are fucking Cousin Oliver. How do you call for this, Fez? Your team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, every fucking week I go over you, sit on uncomfortable chairs, eat bad food, watch the Bucks lose. You jump off the bandwagon. Suddenly, not only are these guys winning, the greatest kick in the history of Tampa Bay. And one of the greatest kicks easily in the history of professional football.
Yeah, I'd say just a big coincidence.
Yeah.
Just really, even though the two wins they've had have been spectacular last-second wins.
Who are the Bucks playing next week? The Giants?
They got the Giants next week.
If I was a Giants fan, I would have a limo pick up Fez, take him, and give him a box all by himself watching the field. And you guys will win by 40.
And they've suddenly found an offense. Remember when he was watching the games, they couldn't put points on the board.
They couldn't do anything. Rondé has 2 picks yesterday, runs them both back. And he goes, it's like a jinx isn't watching. I saw this on ESPN. He goes, it's like a jinx got off our bandwagon.
There's so many factors in an NFL game. It couldn't possibly all come down to me.
It is you. You are the factor. It's amazing. All right, here's your best friend, Andy Mike. Andy Mike, how you doing, pal?
Hey, that's what I was calling about. By the way, Dick Holder number 6 calling in.
All right, very good.
Face.
And that's what I was calling. Did Fez watch the game yesterday, or did he skip it?
He skipped the game.
I did not watch. All I saw was scrolls going by on the top of the screen.
Not only that, but as they end up showing the drive that the Eagles had with like 50 seconds left in the game. Fez is yelling at the TV now. Those fuckers, this is why I don't watch you. You suck. You gave me a heart attack. He's going on and on.
I couldn't stand it.
40 seconds later, my sister-in-law calls from Florida. Did you see the end of the game? A 62-yard kick. This is amazing. Fez's dad is calling on the other line. They're going crazy. He starts to scream at his dad. Well, they almost lost it before that. He's trying to pull defeat back into his father's victory. He's still bitching because he doesn't know what to do with his jinxdom.
It's so annoying not to be allowed to be a part of it.
Well,
you are not allowed either.
You said this week. Somebody said this weekend on the replay. I heard it. You're supposed to respect the streak, Fez. So no more watching it.
Yeah, and it's Giants this week.
Yeah. So that will be on local television for us. So, I mean, I could stay away from Hooters and still watch it. I don't know what to do. I'm just going insane trying to figure my way out of the jinx cycle.
Here's what's going to happen. Whatever you do choose will be the wrong choice. it will be the absolute wrong choice.
What if I make the choice and then do just the opposite?
Exactly. That's what God's waiting for you, to try to fucking fool him. He's going to be right there.
I need a roadmap out of this jinx cycle.
Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Mr. Perfect, and wanted to call out for Gravy. Anthony pretty much stated earlier that Fezzy and Dawn's relationship was imaginary. I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention.
Right.
Later.
What, are you still drunk from the weekend, Josh? What are you talking about?
He's saying you're not even in a relationship. Nothing in your life is working. You're the anti-Earl.
I don't want anything to jinx that relationship I'm having with Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
I hear things. Oh, boy, do I hear things.
Well, I got people watching, too.
Apparently you don't, Fez, if you're saying that one. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Gravy, what up, boys?
Not a thing, man.
Listen, I think Fezzy should step up to the plate here. I'm afraid someone that's jealous may tamper with Earl's food. I think Fezzy should sample the food before Earl eats anything.
Not a bad idea.
I am not going to be some sort of food tester for him.
Why not?
Food tester, court jester.
Also, I want you to carry him down the steps. I don't want him tripping over a step.
I can't get that big lug down the steps.
All right, then at least carry his bag.
No, I am not going to be a porter for Earl. I'm not carrying his luggage around.
You want to be part of the team, the winning team for a change?
Yeah, I would like to get on some sort of winning streak that I'm allowed to watch, even.
Well, last night you switched over to St. Louis, started becoming a Cards fan. What happened there? How'd that go for you?
That didn't do so well either.
Earl, you're something else. You know when I have him in the room, I can't look at anything else. It's a beautiful man. Beautiful man.
I can.
It's great to have money in your pocket in the greatest city in the world.
It is.
Isn't it perfect?
Everything is perfect right now. Thanks to you, Earl.
Going
Thanks
out.
to my pal.
Eating like kings. And then the best part is, when the money pile runs low, the next week, it gets twice as high.
I know.
It's so perfect.
That's the beautiful thing about one money. You never think about putting it away or paying off bills. You just feel like blowing it. Because it's free. It's just free. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Did you watch the game last night, Fez?
I didn't watch much of it, no.
The World Series?
No.
Not much of a baseball fan, are you?
Never have been.
I'm trying to figure out, what the hell is this John Mellencamp Chevy commercial about? Have you seen it yet, Earl?
I saw bits and pieces of it, and I'm like, why is Mellencamp... I caught the very tail end of it, and it was like for 4 trucks, and I'm like...
No, Chevy.
Yeah.
Chevy, I'm sorry.
It's pushing Chevy, and it's playing as This Is Our Country. It's kind of an update at This Land Is Your Land. But for some reason, it looks like they're just showing shots of every tragedy that we have. There's a 9/11 thing that takes place. They're showing New Orleans and the problems that took place there. This is not really stuff that makes me feel like, yeah, I want to go out and buy a truck.
The one I saw had Ali in it. It had, but I think when Frazier knocks him on his ass, I think. There's one with Ali.
Yeah, there's Ali in there. There's Martin Luther King. And I'm like, guys that drive trucks didn't like Martin Luther King or Ali. I don't know what the hell the gimmick is here.
I've seen that during the NFL games. They say it's our country, and then they show it in ruin. Like, this is our country, and what a mess it is.
Did they show Nixon? Did they show Nixon on his way to the helicopter? There's some Nixon waving, and it just, I don't know what the premise is. If anyone can figure this out, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
And it's going on during the World Series, which cannot be any more American than anything.
I think they show Oswald getting shot during it. I'm not sure.
No, they don't show Oswald, do they? If there was, I'd be driving a Chevy truck. If someone has the ball. But, I mean, what is your point now? Is 9/11 a marketing tool? Is the Nolans Katrina thing, is that a marketing tool that we can that gives us certain feelings, and then we take those feelings and make purchases? I'm not exactly sure.
I think maybe you called it that, where America's tough, comes back from these tragedies.
Have we?
And Chevrolet is a tough truck.
I'm not sure. I don't know what it means exactly.
Well, it is a pickup truck, and pickup trucks are used for cleaning and everything. So I think it could be a metaphor for, like, America cleans up.
All right, so after Martin Luther King got killed, throw him in the back of a truck, drive him down to Atlanta. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know where they're going on this premise. Here is no, I'm not going to any anti-Earl calls. It's not going to happen. Earl's the biggest and the best thing that's ever happened in my life.
Having a perfect October. Rocktober.
Rocktober. Thank you, Earl. You always say the wittiest things. The play on words that he gives things, Fez, is just amazing.
He just says perfect a lot, too.
Ryan, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, I was just wondering, Fez, what did you think of Fat Opie's surprise party over the weekend?
All right, Ryan, he knew nothing about that. Just drop it. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
That's not something that I really want to talk about right now.
You didn't know about it, did you?
I had heard things. I didn't want to believe it was true.
Okay. Let's go. Let me go over here. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yeah, what can we do for you?
I just wanted to bring up on that whole Chevy Silverado thing that they're singing about all these American icons and values. Goddamn truck is assembled in Canada.
Is that right? Well, yeah, because nothing made in America is really made in America anymore, right?
I actually looked online last night because I was hearing about John Cougar Mellencamp singing about what a great thing this is, and I look online on the UAW. Damn thing is made in Canada. Isn't that nice?
Well, why can't we get a nice Canada song going for everybody? Johnny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I heard on this, I read it in a trade journal that commercial is Chevy past, events past, future, and, that kind of thing. It's a 3-part ad.
All right, so what did we just see here? The past?
I believe so. I don't know what the present is.
All right, so that's the American past.
I can't wait for the future one where it shows like a dirty bomb going off somewhere.
But why can't you do Armstrong landing on the moon? You know what I mean? Like good things. These are all like traumatic American events that people want to forget about. You don't want to be reminded for them in a truck commercial.
They didn't show Kennedy getting blown away, did they? Just as a Bruder film, and at the end of it, by Chevy trucks. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, I think what it is showing how tough we are as Americans compared to how tough the Chevy truck is. We take a lot of crap, and we still get through it, so the Chevy truck will take a lot of crap and still get through it.
Now, does this bother you at all, though, Mike, 9/11 as a marketing tool, or it's just...
No, I don't think there's value at all.
Yeah.
I think that was a poor choice, but I think what they're trying to do is just prove how tough we can be. And how
all right, we are tough, and we're going to get a tough truck. That's what it means. We're so tough, all these things happen to us. Let's get a tough truck for ourselves.
Why not use it to encourage people to vote or something, not to buy a truck that most people now can't even afford anyway?
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Well, you're not going to go vote. Don't buy a truck. They're trying to sell trucks. That's the whole point of this.
I drive a Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I know why they put Muhammad Ali and Martin Luther King in those videos. The Chevy's a truck they want to get tied to and drug behind.
Sorry about that, Earl. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Even a perfect person like you, even a winner, that's going to exist out there. You know why, Earl?
Why?
White people are so scared of black people.
Maybe Ford could pick this up.
White people are so scared of black people.
Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I'm calling about that Chevy commercial. I've been talking about this commercial for 2 weeks. I'll tell you what it's about. It's about John Mellencamp finally selling out for the big bucks, trying to get that Earl money.
Well, I don't think Mellencamp has ever had a money problem. The guy's really been at the top of his game for a long, long time. He's moved above anything of, he's going to do a tour and no one's going to show. But it's probably the only way for him to get this song heard and talked about because, when you get to be 40, 50, I guess he's about 50, right?
Yeah,
early 50s?
Yeah, mid-50s probably.
You're not going to get it played on top 40 radio like you used to in the 80s.
Yeah,
This is a way for people to hear your song.
I remember, what was that, the Bob Seger song, Like a Rock?
Yeah.
And when he was accused of selling out, he was like, hey, look, I'm from Detroit. I'm going to do anything to help move American products and stuff out of Detroit. He was trying to rationalize it.
Well, they've pretty much moved that industry out of Detroit, though, haven't they?
Pretty much.
I'd rather see Rogers putting pine tar on his hands and then have him play that from Detroit. This is Detroit. We cheat. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think also what Chevy's doing is they're in trouble right now. They're no longer one of the big three. They're losing money.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is, look, America's had bad times and they've come through. Chevy might be having bad times, but hey, we still got these great trucks.
All right, so in other words, they're comparing themselves to Katrina, 9/11, and Nixon.
Here's a disaster, just like our company.
Well, it's accurate.
Here's Pat. Pat, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you? What do you say, Pat?
Oh, the Rosa Parks clip, that's because the bus was made by Chevy.
Yeah, Rosa Parks is in that ad also.
Yeah, that's right. I think she opens it. She's one of the first clips you see.
It's really a nutty ad.
What, her getting arrested or her getting
I don't know.
out of
They
jail?
just show her, right?
Yeah, I think they show her on a bus.
Sitting up front, where she always dreamed.
Buy a new truck so you can drive around this lady with bad feet. I think is the message.
No,
there.
do you have to pay Rosa Parks' kids to use that? Because I know in that other commercial where they have the woman from Breakfast at Tiffany's dancing everywhere.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, yeah. Have you seen that yet? It's like a Gap commercial or something. And they superimpose her head, and she's dancing around and she's selling pants. The son got paid for that.
Yeah, I think you have to. I know Rosa Parks has been in a big lawsuit with the group Outkast because they named the song Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
And and this lawsuit's been going on for years.
So they had to throw the Parks family a little bit of money for
Yeah, they had to throw some cash in there because I think it's just a name issue and a trademark issue.
Yeah, you can trademark someone's face. Here's Daryl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, how's it going?
Good.
I figured that commercial, I hadn't seen it, but everything's been going bad here lately. Republicans have been in office, so maybe they're trying to get you to vote Democrat.
I think they're only trying to sell trucks. I can't imagine that it means anything, but I don't know what the exact meaning behind the commercial is right now. Dusty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, remember back when Mellencamp was saying that anybody who made a commercial was selling out and didn't have any musical integrity, and now he's all about it, man.
I can't say that I know a lot about his career. I only know him, I know some of the hit songs, and I know that he's been a cool guy for the farmers with Farm Aid and all. I'm not taking shots at the guy. I don't know how tight in he is. And again, there's a lot of people that once you get to a certain age have had to do things because you're not going to get the radio play on terrestrial radio. Dylan has done it. Sting kind of makes a living at it of just selling his stuff to commercials.
Moby's done it.
Moby sold every fucking song on play.
I can almost name a Radio Who song that is not being utilized as a commercial.
Right.
Every
but
song.
it's one thing to go back and sell your old songs. I don't fucking like seeing the Wall Street Volunteers of America, which was really a revolution song, and now it's about, making good, smart choices in your Wall Street bets. But on the other hand, if you're an artist of a certain age, you are not going to get played on top 40 radio. It's just not going to happen. Stevie Wonder could put out an album now that could be fantastic, but radio is not going to touch it like it did in the 70s.
He put one out earlier this year, and he was doing every odd little thing to get the songs out because, urban radio won't play a new Stevie Wonder song as incredible as it sounds.
You know what all those guys think is a bonus for them is when they do the Today Show in the morning. I guess all the moms are watching the Today Show. They'll be like, I'm going to run out and get that. Seems nice.
Yeah, but Black Sabbath is selling cars now.
Which song?
Iron Man, I think, is
Iron Man?
Is in a commercial now.
Then a car should be made out of iron to be able to pull that off. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
2975, my brothers.
Yeah, buddy.
Hoo-ah! They even showed Dale Earnhardt in the black number 3 Chevy, and he died in a Chevy.
Yeah, I noticed that they showed Earnhardt in there. And I don't know whether it's just a bunch of images that they know people brings up feelings, and while you're having these feelings, they hit you with the Chevy thing. And There's this kind of Woody Guthrie song that Mellencamp's doing.
And the marketing guys, they tested this thing over and over and over again. Maybe it just has this reaction with people that'll.
Well, I mean, we're fucking talking about it, and how many commercials are out there that you don't talk about? Millions, So there has to be something about the commercial that makes people argue about, and that's got to be a good thing for Chevy. How many times have we said Chevy during this fucking conversation? Jesus, Devin, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just want to tell that guy that called in that said Chevy wasn't one of the big three. They're actually the #1 selling brand in America in 2005.
So what's your feeling about the commercial?
I don't know. I think it's just, just like you said, people are talking about it, so it must be doing some good for them.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. SD, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I saw the second commercial for the Chevys in the present.
Yeah.
They show Al Zarqawi beheading, Fez and Don Cumia kissing, and Dave in a drunken stupor.
That's basically what the Taliban would put out if they were running a commercial.
For the new Chevy Camels.
And Fez, you're being made a fool out of, and I'm just going to leave it at that. You're being made a fool out of.
Tell me, what's going on?
You do know. You just said you knew that there was a big surprise party over the weekend. She had a surprise party for Patrick. You weren't invited.
I'm not real happy about that situation at all. I don't know what's going on there where someone feels the need to stay friends with their ex.
Here's what's happening. You're the big joke. That's what's happening. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, what's going on, Bubba? Love the show. Hey, on that Chevy commercial, I'm going towards the fact that they're used to all the, the white cats and everybody buying these trucks. I think with the Muhammad Ali, the Rosa Parks, so on and so forth, maybe they're going after the black demo. That's all I got, Bubba.
Yeah, you're not really known for truck buying, are you, Earl? Black people?
Actually, the exact opposite. You want your big car with the big rims and the whole deal. So.
Yeah, but it's never like a big pickup truck. I never saw a black guy in a pickup truck.
No, they were more like Jeep buyers and stuff like that.
And what's the whole thing about rims?
I could not tell you one. I mean, the rims will be the best part about the car. The car could go 3 miles an hour, but they got kick-ass rims.
Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think basically what's going on is the commercial is all tragedies. Is what they're basing it on is how bad Chevy is now as compared to how good they were, and laughing their asses off as the consumers waste their money.
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's Puppet Master stuff then. If we're just going to show the way things have been going so bad. Yeah.
The new Chevy Svengali.
Kendall, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, I think some of these guys are onto something. Just follow me a little bit here. In the song, where did they drive the Chevy to? The levee.
Well, that's a different song.
And no. Listen to me. And the levee is filled with water. And John Cougar Mellencamp, water, melon. And who likes watermelon?
Blacks. You know what?
I think they pulled one over on us, Ron.
You cracked the code.
Hold on, Kendall. You're going to the big-ass prize closet. You'll get a copy of Pretenders and Pretenders 2, courtesy of Rhino Entertainment. That's in stores now and at rhino.com.
He cracked the colored code.
He has. He's pulled it off. Here's Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, you know what today is? Today is the 1-year anniversary of Fez's fake death when he predicted his death a year ago. He even jinxed his own prediction.
Oh, yeah. Is this when you started saying that you were having your death dreams?
Oh, yeah. I had been having my death dreams, and I think October 23rd was the date that I was supposed to get hit by a bus or killed somehow or another. I kept getting told in my dreams I'd be dead on this date.
And yet, you didn't know what year. Maybe it's today.
Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. Then I ended up a couple of weeks later having the heart attack.
You ever have the death dreams anymore?
I had one dream since then of just buildings coming down around me, but not a dream where someone's coming to me and saying, you are going to die. Nothing like I had a year ago.
You got that constantly, right?
I must have had that dream 8 or 9 times. that I was going to die on the 23rd of October.
The 23rd of October, and that is today.
Yeah. So, yeah, no death dreams this year. In fact, things going very nicely. When I was leaving your house last night, Ronnie,
yeah,
I had a very nice celebrity sighting on 2nd Avenue in New York.
Really, who?
I got to see Miss Liza Minnelli.
Really?
Great New York sighting. I swooned.
How far from my house?
I would say a block away from your house.
Jesus.
And I almost called you right then.
Yeah.
But she was, like, too close to your house. And I'm like, if Ronnie does want to come see Liza Minnelli, she's going to be gone by then. I wouldn't be able to call you in time.
Yeah, I'm going to run out of my house in the middle of the night to run outside of Liza Minnelli. If fucking Liza Minnelli was banging on my door, Fez, it's going to shock you. I wouldn't open the goddamn door.
I just know how excited I was.
Yes, all you guys love her. Why, I don't know.
And I believe she was with that famous hairdresser, Jose Ibert.
What year is it, 70?
That's why I wasn't sure if it was him. It looked like
they were on their way to Studio 54.
It looked like his cowboy hat, and it looked like him, but it's been so long since I've seen him on TV.
I have the feeling all you saw was Elfish and a guy in a cowboy hat. So did you say hi to Liza with a Z?
No, I couldn't. I stopped and stared.
Right.
And
I bet she gets stopped by guys like you all the time.
I mean, guys like me. Musical theater fans?
That's part of it, obviously.
But she was being so Liza on the street. She had a cigarette. She was dressed basically like Black Girl in a black jacket and a black slacks. And she's got a cigarette, and she's just giving out that Liza laugh as she's walking down 2nd Avenue with this Jose Ibert lookalike.
Miss Minnelli, Liza with a C. That would be like me seeing, part of the Medellin cartel coming by. It's too much of a cliche for you to see this. One of your boyhood heroes.
And I'm just thinking, this is just a great night.
Sure it is. All right, we'll take a break, Fezzy. We'll be right back, Ron and Fez.
Just start the car, I know a whoopee spot.
I got it.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show on XM Radio. Does it get any better than Ron and Fez? The best thing going.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Outer space satellites blowing up nationwide. Boom goes the dynamite. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show.
It is the Ron and Fez Show. I'm Ron, there's Fez, and we're just hanging out with you. Waiting for Lily to come in, Fez. You remember she was in last week. And then we ended up, she's a friend of Earl's from terrestrial radio. And then we found out that she's going through a little breakup time.
Yeah, so she's pretty upset about that.
So we're going to bring her back in and give her some advice. And if you folks would like to join in, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Maha Bones.
Maha, my friend.
Hey, buddy. Hey, listen, Fez, I get the feeling. I can't shake this feeling that Don might be cheating on you. I'm watching your back, and I just want you to know what's going on.
What exactly do you know, Scott?
It's a feeling. I can't say anything other than it's just this gut feeling I have that something's going on with Dawn, and it's not including Fez.
I'll tell you what's going on with Dawn. Her life is going on the same as it did before Fez's sick fantasy of wanting to be part of a family got involved. And that's the sad thing here, Fez.
My relationship, very real with Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just, again, a problem. It seems like every weekend, another problem. And I'm just having to deal with these relationship issues.
This was here's what it is. She threw a big surprise party for her boyfriend, which everybody showed up to, and everybody know about but you.
Her ex-boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Her ex-boyfriend, Fat Opie, who gets the nickname because he looks like Opie from the O&A show, except much, much heavier.
Feel like you need a new line? Feel like you're beating that line to death?
I think that one's the truth. And I know people are, like, calling in, they say they're looking out for me, and they're trying to make me nuts. First of all, I don't know why she would throw a surprise party for her ex.
Sounds like she loves him.
You know, I know she's this kind, generous, wonderful person who thinks, you know, he wants to be, you know, nice to people, wants to stay friends with her ex. But I think this is a little too much, throwing a surprise party for him.
Do you feel like she needs more than an imaginary relationship?
Oh, it's not imaginary, Ron.
It is.
No. And, you know, I want to think the best right now is that this poor Fat Opie is living such a pathetic life since Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister, dropped him, ever since he got dumped.
So he's living a fantasy life right now?
Oh, yeah,
that
totally.
Would be sad.
It's pathetic, Ronnie, is what it is.
That would be sad.
It's the worst. And she feels bad for her. She's a kind, generous person. And she feels bad for him, and that's why, you know, she threw him a party. She wants to be friends with the guy.
All right, I'm going to say this. I never thought that the little bit was funny when it started. It's even less funny to me now. But if I took you to see a doctor, would you eat every pill that he gave you? Because there's something seriously wrong with you.
I don't need any pills, Ronnie. I've never been more clear thinking in my life of something I wanted.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I got to know, Fezzy, is this an OCD? Why is it every time you say Dawn's name, you also have to say Anthony's sister? I think
I'm going to tell you the reason. Because not only is it a fantasy relationship, that's a fantasy family for Fez to join. He comes from a mean, cruel family, no fun, no drinking, too much church. And he sees these pictures on the internet of a family that travels and does things, and that aren't white bread. They eat real food. And he thinks to himself, what would it be like for me?
Oh, sure. I think about, you know, joining the Cumia family all the time. My problem, Ronnie?
Yeah.
I'm not welcomed. I am not welcome there. I don't fit in.
Maybe because basically they don't even know you.
So, yes, I am trying to win some people over. What am I supposed to do? Show up at that surprise party for Fat Opie and ruin everything?
Yeah, you weren't invited. You were one of, it looks like about 1 million people were invited, and then I guess the cutoff was you.
I'm not going to show up there and just to start trouble. And you know, Ronnie, I can start trouble if I want.
Although, from what I heard, there were pictures of you that were mocked there. So they are having some fun with it.
So, yeah, I would love to be a part of that family.
E-Rock was there. I heard E-Rock was there. Master Poe was there. Everybody was there but you.
I wouldn't have gone if I was invited.
Bring Master Poe in real quick for us.
And a reason why I say Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister?
Yeah.
I'm a broadcaster and I set the table.
Sure.
That's what I do.
I noticed that about you. Master Poe, you were at this party over the weekend.
Yes, I was.
Were there special instructions to keep Fez away?
You know, I think there was a team of guys outside.
Yeah.
They wanted to make sure that Fez didn't show up.
So Fat Opie could have one good night out of his whole sad life. It's really...
How many people would you say was there?
There had to be about 50.
50. 50 people having a blast.
Yeah.
What all took place?
Well,
it was a surprise, a lovely surprise.
It was a lovely surprise, yes, it was. And there were food, there was drink, there was snacks. I mean, we had a wonderful meal. Yeah. And then after that, we went bowling.
Wow.
Bowling,
This must have took place all night, huh?
Oh, yeah, we were up all night.
Now, knowing you, there was some dancing involved. Did you do any dancing? You cut a rug?
Yes.
Nice. He always dances, Fez.
He dances, he sings, martial arts expert, does it all really. Triple threat.
Yeah, the bowling alley had a wonderful floor, and the shoes were incredible, so you had to dance.
You had to dance. And we know the ladies love Master Poe. Master Poe, why can't you do this? You know Fez is an imaginary relationship that doesn't exist. Could you maybe take him out one night, maybe on a double date?
Yeah, we could do that.
First time you'll be with a real woman, he'll be with a fantasy woman, and then just keep moving until finally you lower him into reality.
I'm sure that we could work something out.
Who are you seeing now, Master Poe? One of the Gracie sisters or something?
What does that mean? Why is that an attack on Master Poe?
He would only date someone who could defend herself, I'm sure.
See, that's the pathetic thing. It would be like if Master Poe had a fantasy about getting into the Gracie family. That's what you're doing. And I will give you this credit. You come from a horrible background of just white bread, cracker, nothingness.
Well, I understand that.
Every meal he made was made in a microwave. It was pathetic. Now you see a family who looks like they love life. They have a lust for life. You want a joy in it, so you made up something crazy.
I would love to marry into this family. Are they going to have me? No.
You know what I would like to do? I like to shoot you in the neck with a dart and then wake you back up at 3 o'clock every day. That would be my perfect day.
Don't, okay?
We're going that way. Master Poe, I see you're wearing a rubber band around there. Does it remind yourself of something?
You know,
it hurt people when you hit them with it.
Everyone keeps on asking me that, and I just have this habit where I place a rubber band around my hand. Not to remind me that I just...
you know who does that? Guys who show their dicks to kids. They make them put a rubber band around, and then every time you get the urge, this is really true in psychology, you click that. When you get a bad urge, you do it over and over.
Oh, bad behavior. Telling yourself bad boy.
I don't think it is so much that, but it just gives you something to do instead of, showing yourself off.
I have a lot of energy, so
And a really long coat.
Yeah. So this pathetic. Now, Master Poe.
Yes.
You saw Dawn with Patrick. Did they look very happy?
Very happy.
Yeah.
Boy, can she put on an act for him.
Would you think it's time to tell Fez as a friend to stop this? Stop this ridiculous behavior?
Yeah, I think, Fez, we have to find someone else for you. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that we can, just... You want blonde, brunette, red?
Let me ask you this. Was there a lot of Fez jokes going around at the big surprise party?
There was a couple in the corner.
Yeah.
Those people aren't my real friends.
No, they're not. You don't have any real friends? You don't have a real girlfriend?
I have real friends.
And I'm going to tell you the truth, your radio show stinks. Nothing is working for you right now. Here's somebody, I want her to finally tell you the truth. It's Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Baby, what's going on?
Hey.
What is happening?
Fezzy, I just have one thing for you. Listen close.
What's that?
Are you listening?
Yes.
Okay. I found you sitting on a suitcase crying. Beneath my feet, I feel the rumble of a subway train. Yeah. I laugh out loud 'cause it's the one thing I haven't been trying. Yeah. The train came in restless. The passengers breathless. He said,
there's 7 dicks in my ass, and there's always room for 8.
You've got
Ron,
to get going.
it's cock time.
You've got to get going.
Stop it.
Hey,
Nothing's better than 6-year-old balls.
Going down for no one. It's a carnival call.
I pissed my pants, and there's not a thing you can do about it. Ronnie, don't do that.
It sounds like a song. Hits you like scripture.
Time out. My bung is dripping. You're going to ruin this.
Squeeze from your hand. Once you get hit, you just climb on the merry-go-round. You know the world ain't slowing down. That was for you, Fez.
That was so beautiful. Thank you, my Dee Dee Rocks.
So if anybody
what a voice.
Anything, just remember that.
Dawn,
that's our song, Alice Paul.
You know something,
ever
Dawn?
Take that away.
In a lot of states, it's against the law to tease a retard.
I can't believe you would mock your friend, Fezzy.
I know. A real friend would be happy for me that I'm finally...
And Fezzy, you know, like, it hasn't been easy with us, with my brothers and everything. And
I
you would
know.
think that you can go to your friends.
They're animals.
You can be supportive. And Ronnie has given you nothing. So, Ronnie, I really hope you think about this.
I'm starting to think I'm imaginary. I am honestly thinking the world has gone crazy, and I'm the last one.
With her crazy family, which I love to death, but with her crazy family, I could end up dead trying to get involved with this relationship.
If only.
No. Listen, Fezzy, I got to get going. But one thing, sweetie, can you check your bed? I lost my earring.
Yeah, right. All right, bye-bye,
Oh,
honey.
Dawn.
Love you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Donnie. Now, does that put everything to rest?
I couldn't be more confused.
Don Cumia, Anthony's sister, calling up, singing a love song to me. Not just a love song, our love song.
What song was it?
Our love song.
I honestly never believed in flashbacks till today. I'm tripping. I'm actually tripping on acid.
I'm tripping with you, too. I'm back on Cloud 9. I was nervous about this Fat Opie pity party over the weekend.
Don't call him that.
That's his name. That's his nickname.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all.
But I don't think I have anything to worry about. I gotta find that earring, too. I bought her those.
Mm-hmm. Where? In Pretend Town?
Saks. 5th Avenue.
It's the only Saks you'll ever get. Hey, Mongo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dick Holder, 36.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Cockamania is running wild. That's not what we do for dick holders.
I forgot. I had the other bank on.
Although it does fit better than face.
If he's gonna, if Poe's gonna help him get a date, is he gonna be real comfortable in a gay bar?
Fez, would you be comfortable in a gay bar?
Ronnie, I don't care what people do in their private lives. It doesn't affect me.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Fezzy, you should still be a little concerned, because I was at that party this weekend. I know Don called you there and tried to smooth things out a little bit. But the DJ kept saying, paging the Cleveland Steamer, paging the Cleveland Steamer.
See, that's
and
mean.
Everybody was just rolling their ass off.
Let everyone have their damn little jokes. Let them have. Who just got serenaded by the sweetest voice on God's green earth?
That's just cruel. What she just did was cruel.
Me, Fez Whatley, that's who. I'll answer my own rhetorical question.
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to answer rhetorical questions.
Just in this one case, I needed an answer there?
I thought you looked stupid when you answer a rhetorical question. Here's John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Fez, just wanted to know, Anthony said today that your relationship's imaginary. What do you guys say about that?
He'd like to think so. That's his fantasy, that this is imaginary. That there isn't some waspy southern white guy in here dating his sister.
I'm sure he'd rather see Dexter dating his sister before you.
Man, I feel so good after hearing that song. That's our song, Ronnie.
I couldn't be more confused.
Ellis Paul, world ain't slowing down.
I'm honest, I couldn't be more confused. I don't understand what she gets out of this. It's mean. It's absolutely mean what she does.
She gets me. She gets her Fezzy Bear.
Ugh.
What's wrong?
Just thought about a woman being with you. I got all kind of threw up in my mouth for a second, but I'm all right now. I fought it off.
Thank you.
Eddie, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, how can we listen to Dawn's song that she made for Fez there?
Yeah, let's do a double shot. Earl, we already heard one. Let's go with the other one. This is,
all right, thank you, guys.
Dawn.
Fez loves Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday that he no longer wants to fuck a guy?
She's 41 and Fez calls her his lady. Earl and Ronnie say that he's gone crazy, 'cause he talks as if they've both been making plans. But does he know that Dawn has female glands? In his younger days, Fez never would have wanted Dawn, a prettier one
and he'd have passed up for schlong. But there's something new that he might wanna try. Dawn strapping it on and taking him from behind. There's love, Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday that he no longer wants to fuck a guy? There's love, Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday that he no longer wants to fuck a guy? There's love, Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday?
I don't get the bit at all. All right, it's the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
I can't get enough of that voice. Did flowers start blooming in the studio when she was singing?
Yeah, right about the time she said you used to like man ass. I think that is when it just really felt like real love.
We have little jokes between ourselves.
That's one of them?
She likes to tease. Like you said they're a fun family.
I've been teased by women before, but they never brought up man ass to me.
Really?
Yeah. I think there would be fucking hands flying. All right, Fez, here comes Lily. Now that your relationship is back on track, and you're a forgiving guy.
Oh, yeah. She calls, Don Cumia, Anthony's sister, calls up, sings to me, serenades me. I'm going to melt, Ronnie. I can't stand up to that.
Yeah, I guess so. She does have a great voice.
Beautiful
voice.
voice.
Pull that off on the phone. But here's a young lady with a problem, Fez. Here comes Lily, and I thought maybe we could all help her out. Of course, Earl supplies a little-known Who song from 1966. Here's a 40-year-old song to say hello. Hi, Lily. How are you?
Hi.
Now, we had you dropped by last week. Who was in? Oh, you were in with Bobby Pantera.
Yes.
And just as you were leaving, and we know you now because you're friends with Earl.
Mm-hmm.
You worked in terrestrial radio with Earl. Just as you were leaving, you got a little angry because we found out your boyfriend broke up with you.
Yeah, exactly. I got more than a little upset.
How long ago did this breakup take place?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah.
And you still hold on to this kind of viciousness?
Yeah.
Now, very pretty girl, right, Fez?
Gorgeous. Very nice.
How would you describe her?
Very beautiful brown hair, beautiful brown eyes, slim, attractive.
What famous person would you say she looks like?
Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd.
Yes.
Quite the compliment.
Yeah, very nice compliment.
And that's coming from a homo. A homo could pick that out. So,
they usually have the best taste.
Why are you, 2 months after, I guess you're not dating again, right?
No.
In 2 months you haven't dated?
No.
He has. He's moved on.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. And you even believe you know who with?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you keep tabs.
Why are you holding on like this? 60 days. 60 days in the hole, as they like to say.
60 days plus, I think.
Yeah.
But why am I holding on to it? I don't know, because I think it was pretty fucked up the way he broke up with me.
How did he break up with you?
Over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, maybe we should take a break. Then I was like, okay, fine, let's take a break. We'll cool down. And then he was just like, meh, didn't know me, just ignored me.
Not to be on his side right away, not to make this guy versus girl thing. I think it's pretty classy to say take a break.
No.
Especially over the phone.
No, that's horrible.
How would you have rather it happen?
Face to face and be honest.
No, see, that's uncomfortable. Those two things, face to face is uncomfortable, and honesty is terribly uncomfortable. Because here's the thing, you'd be mad afterwards, right?
I'm angry now.
Yeah.
Because he did it like the cowardly way, I think.
You think of this every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Every day, every night?
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
you still wonder where he is, who he's with. You make up imaginary fantasy things in your head.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
Like if I ran into him on the street with her, I'd slap her in the face.
Geez.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You would after
absolutely.
go after her.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, but why? I mean, obviously.
I don't know. I don't know why. And everyone's like, well, you can do so much better. Fuck him. He's he's an asshole.
See, that's the things that your friends always tell you, too.
Yeah.
Is there another thing that you'd rather hear? Like, should your friends be saying you should get him back? Because right now, with your anger, you're never going to want him back, right?
I don't know.
You would take him back. But see, here's the thing.
don't know.
After you got past that initial, I got him back, I won, then everything would come back in your mind and you'd be furious again.
I think so.
Would you want to know everything he did while you guys were away? Would you keep asking him?
Yes, because I like to know everything.
Yeah.
I need to know the details about like how they did it and which position. And
you want to know everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, would you do that with a new boyfriend? That would you want to know everything in his past, who he's been with?
To a certain degree, I think.
See, here's the problem too. It's like he broke up with you, but he still stayed in that kind of radio world. He's with somebody, the people know her, know you. Are there things that are known that you don't know? That's kind of the cruel aspect of it. You know?
Yeah, because even during our relationship, I found out things about him through other people that he never told me.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like the fact that he lived with his ex-girlfriend that he never told me. Things like that.
Right.
Which is a big thing. I think that you should share that with somebody. But, I did little things here and there also.
Fez, you think you should share everything when you're in a new relationship? Now, remember, we're not kids anymore. These are adult people, young adults. Do you need to know everything that happens, or should people know everything that happens?
I don't know if it's healthy to know everything. Yeah. I would need to know, though.
Yeah.
So, by saying that, it probably is unhealthy.
But here's the thing. You would be able to tell them nothing. So that would make you the winner. You have done nothing for your entire life, and other people have lived. So it's not exactly fair. I mean, if you've lived any kind of life, hopefully you forgot most of the things that you've done in the past. Certainly some of the positions are out of your mind. Here's Danielle. Danielle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron. Hey, Fez. I've been listening to you guys for a long time. Love ya. And I just want to tell Lily.
Yeah.
Is that your name, Lily?
Yes.
Yeah, I went through the same thing about 5 years ago. Oh, my God. In a good relationship, 2.5 years, guy says we need to cool off a little bit and then breaks up with me over the phone.
Yeah.
Did it take you a while to get over it, Danielle?
I don't think I dated for about 7-8 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I was crushed. I really was.
So I've got
was
6 more
horrible.
months.
What finally worked for you?
See, lots of ecstasy, lots of drinking, and just getting fucked up all the time.
All right, so maybe that's the thing to do, is destroy as many brain cells as you can.
Excessive drug use.
Hopefully you'll destroy some of the brain cells that remind you of him.
Exactly, and then in a few years it kind of dwindles away. You find somebody else, and then you're happy again,
Yeah, well, why not jump ahead? Why go, if this is going to take 2 years and you're going to be all right, why not just be all right now?
Because it's easier to say that, but it's hard to feel that,
One thing is one thing that you can do is maybe get back out there and meet some new guys.
Have you thought about that?
Yes, I have, actually.
Has anybody asked you out?
Yeah, actually, one guy.
And why did you say no?
Because I worked with him, and that's a big
Okay, that's
mistake.
the problem. You worked with the last one.
Yeah.
The guy that maybe he went back to, he used to work with.
Yeah.
You guys need a social life outside of
definitely
the same circles all the time. Earl, you know all the parties involved, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think Lily should do? Date a black guy? Is that your big thing?
No, actually, I just said, I told her to start over. That's the only thing she can do. And
like a baby, start shitting herself and nursing?
I'm in.
Well, as far as relationships go, you just have to start over and try to date someone outside of the business. Completely separate yourself from the business altogether.
One of those dull people? Ugh.
Yeah, right? They're kind of boring.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. But you're a little obsessed on the ex-girlfriend, maybe now present girlfriend.
Yeah.
I heard this from Earl.
Yeah.
That you visit his MySpace and her MySpace and have been seeing them sending messages back and forth to each other, like cutie love messages.
Yeah.
So how are you going to deal?
I'm just not going to go on it again.
You're done?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'll be done for maybe a few weeks.
There's something really cute on there today, though, that you ought to look at. There's something really adorable. All right, let's take some of this advice from people, all right?
Okay.
So her basic thing is the guy broke out with, and you guys didn't even have any bad fights, right?
When we were together, no, we never really fought.
So this whole thing blindsided you.
Yeah.
And you think the reason why he left you is because he likes somebody better.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that? If you really like him, why don't you want him to go off and do the things? Because
he never told me. If he sat me down and said, "Here's the situation,"
how long would that have taken, Lily? It takes a long time, right?
No.
Oh God, it just feels like that face to face. Let's have a talk thing.
I don't know. It's the manly thing to do, I think.
I think text. I think if you really want to do the manly thing, you text.
In a text message?
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's worse than an instant message on a computer.
Really?
Oh, God.
Yeah, but that way you can't answer back, which is nice. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, no wonder this guy left her. Every fucking time she talks, she smacks her lips. Was she eating a fucking peach or something?
Well, Actually, I have a cold. I have a cough drop in my mouth.
She has a cough drop.
Well, have some manners and take it out. Jesus, no wonder the guy left. You probably eat like
this is all you can focus on, Kevin. You're not helping. All right, here's Tony. Tony wants to help us. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I dated a girl that was just like her, and from the short period of time that I've listened to her, I don't blame this guy for leaving this psycho bitch. The other thing I want to ask her is, has she boiled the rabbit yet?
All right, so, yeah. Now, what is that movie with the boiled rabbit, Fez?
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. There's nothing scarier than that point of, okay, it's over, when one of the parties doesn't feel that it's over. And they keep hanging around and becoming interested and still wanting to talk about things that are done. That gets a little spooky. You don't want to become that girl.
Yeah, no, I don't want to become that girl either.
But you still want him back.
No, I don't think I do. I think I want him to want me back, and then I can just be like, well, no.
So is it kind of not over in your mind because you still have feelings for him, or because you feel you haven't gotten your revenge yet?
Oh, I'll get my revenge. I want revenge.
Well, now, what kind of revenge you plan on getting?
I don't know.
Hurt him? Really hurt her? What are you going to do? Burn something?
Well, definitely hurt him. I don't know her, so.
Yeah. Although you obsess on her.
Yeah.
And by the way, I know her. She's delightful. Very nice young lady.
Great.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
I know.
You know, and I would say the same about you.
Thank you. I'm going to kill her.
No, you're not. You're not going to kill her. What you're going to do is move on. We're going to make sure that you move on. Earl, have you ever dated somebody who kind of stayed, when they started redating, stayed in the circle of people that you know? Because that's the worst thing that can happen. And that's happened to everybody before. You know, if you remember in high school, you know, you would break up and then, you know, you'd have to see that person as another couple. And when you get into the workforce, it starts to be the same way, where you always hear about what they're up to or know what they're up to, and it's always ugly.
No, I've never done that. It's when it ended. Like the cord was completely cut.
I have a difficult time here because you've dated 3 people in your life. Fez, imaginary relationships. Dave, 2 girls and a dog. I don't have anyone I can bounce off of when it comes to this. All right, here's Paul. Paul wants to help you, Lily. Paul, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Lily, sweetie, the best way to get over this guy is you need a real good horse fucking.
Have you thought about that? Horse fucking?
Yes.
Can we get a horse?
Here's Douglas. Douglas, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Well, the reason this guy wanted to back off from her is because what she just told your national audience. She wants to know everything.
You do seem like that's a little controlling, Lily.
Well, I wasn't like that when we were together.
Right.
You could even ask him.
But now that the fact that, well, you want us to call him?
No.
Now the fact that you're hurt, you want to know even more. It's like you want to keep that pain on. It's like being a drug addict.
Because I don't know makes me want to know. You know what I mean? When I did know, it was like, okay.
Yeah, but the fact is you want more pain. You want to know everything that hurts. Like when you're a drug addict, you are after the thing that's the worst thing for you. Yeah. And that's where you are with this love right now. This is a bad love. We need other words besides love. Because some love, not good love. This seems to be one of those cases.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think that I'm glutton for punishment because I keep torturing myself with it, you know?
All right, that's hot. You don't want to fucking say that. That's the wrong... That's going to send out a message to all the bad guys out there. Keith, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't know, man. I've been listening. I mean, she sounds a little controlling, but I mean, to want to know every little thing. Do you really want to know where that dick's been before it got to you?
You really want to know this?
Yes.
I mean, and
would
why?
you not want to know where a woman's vagina has been?
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, as long
I just want
as
to know where it's going.
If she's not bringing something to me, then that's fine. Let the past be in the past. You're going to hurt yourself. You know,
she's already. You've already hurt yourself, honey.
Yeah. The damage has been done, believe me.
And do you think that gets kind of insatiable now? Like, you say you want to know things, but even if the person came to you and told you everything, would that be enough, or would you want to just know more and more?
I don't think you've ever been in this position before, right? You've never been the dumped one, have you?
I have, yes. Actually, I have. But it was more of a clean break because he was really honest. He said, you know what, I don't think I'm ready for a serious relationship, and I think we should go.
Is this your first heartbreak, though? First serious heartbreak?
Yeah.
Yeah. This might help you. You'll never get over it. No matter what happens.
Thank you.
Here on the rest of your life, you're never going to get completely over it. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Lily. I'd like to come up there and help you.
Yeah.
I'll fuck the shit out of you on the air, and maybe your boyfriend could listen to it later.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Why don't you invite your wife, and then I'll put on a bad movie for you, and then the whole thing will be a big party time.
That'd be cool.
What I'll do is put on an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. The only movies Michael see is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And you're a food snob, too, by the way.
I am. I like chiboulettes. I can't help it.
Later.
See you later, my friend. 866-10-FEZ, 866-10-FEZ. I will recognize your voice. I know you're married from time to time. 866-Ron-0-FEZ, 866-Ron-0-FEZ. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Lily, I think you're wonderful. I think you're going to be okay, girl. I wish you would talk dirty a little bit more like you did last week.
Yeah, last week you started dirty.
What do you want me to say?
Let's go to Greg. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, man, I say this guy must have really poured the meat to her good. He stained her brain pretty good. She can't get over it, right?
Greg, straight guys don't think about other straight guys having sex unless...
I hear you.
Gotcha. Unless you're from Texas. 866-Ron-0-FEZ. 866-Ron-0-FEZ. Jameson, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, $2. What's up, buddy?
What you say, my friend?
I'm calling. Listen, Larry, you want to meet up? You want to hang out or what? Maybe we'll talk about things. Not in a bad way. In all seriousness, dead serious.
Do you work in radio?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I'm a pharmaceutical rep.
What do you do?
I'm a pharmaceutical rep.
Then I want to date you.
No, we can meet up. Blind date.
You know he's a pharmaceutical rep if he's got free time in the middle of the day. He's probably laying at home on the couch. Would you want to meet a guy, or you're not ready right now?
I think I need a little bit more time, honestly.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you there.
You want us doing this for a little while.
I'll enjoy being bitter for a little bit longer.
Right now, the way she's spending her nights is driving past the old boyfriend's house. Just driving back and forth, ringing his phone and hanging up, ringing his phone and hanging up.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Lily, question for you. Has this happened to you before?
Not this bad. I mean, I have been broken up before.
Have you done this to other people? Have you ever been in a situation where a guy still wanted to be with you?
Yes, but I don't think that I was horrible about it. I was very, very good about it.
It sounds like, we have different ways of going about it, Lily. I think what's happened here is you're a hot chick, and finally, before it was time for you to put an end to it, he put an end to it, and that probably hasn't happened to you. And in life, we all got to have our heart busted at least once. That's what makes us who we are. So
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said about that. Number one, it does give you character. Number two, maybe you'll start and treat people differently.
Right. It's a good point.
Like, you probably don't know that Earl's in love with you, and you aren't able to see that. But obviously he is. But you're so into yourself, you can't tell that.
I don't think am I into myself, Earl?
I don't think you're too far into yourself. You are a little obsessed with your appearance, but...
Wow.
Really? What does she do, Earl?
No, she's always like, my hair's string, and she's always like fluffing the hair, and she's always doing something.
I have nice hair.
Do me a favor. Stop fucking with your hair for 2-3 minutes. Give that a rest. Maybe you'll start and meet other people.
It's mean around Earl, who has none.
This came at you from nowhere. You thought everything was going great with the relationship.
Right.
You think what he did is got a call from somebody that dumped him.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't that make you somewhat understanding? Picture him going through what you went through, but it happening before. Then he gets that call back. You see the fucking chain of pain that we're dealing with here?
Yeah.
So instead of hating these people, maybe you start to relate to them a little bit. Understand the human condition.
That's true. Maybe they'll be happy together. I wish him well. I really do. I don't really want to see him hurt or anything.
You said you wanted revenge just a moment ago.
And that you would have it.
Yeah, this is how flip-flop you are.
Yeah, but I don't know.
What about a double date with those two? Just to prove that you're a sophisticated adult. You double date.
Hell no.
Here's what you do. You go out single. You go with them. Fez, you bring Dawn.
Okay.
Fez will be stood up. So now you have a date. It's Fez Whatley, who's doing better in radio than both of them. They're going to be really into you. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Lily, for revenge, why not fly a plane into a building or something? You know, your name will be all in the papers. You can leave like a suicide note and say he made you do it. That'd be great revenge. Or
Radio Shark, the FBI picks up on calls like this. You know this? It's post 9/11 world we live in.
Or his grandfather, his cousin or something.
866 Ron Zero Fez.
Well, last I checked, Fez was the one with the suicidal thoughts, not me. I don't think
Fez?
about killing myself.
Oh, that was the last time she was in. I talked about those catastrophic thoughts of, you're standing on a subway platform or on the balcony.
Here's what I want you to do. See the new Breaking Bonaducci, year 2, as he stands on the edge of this big high building.
Really?
Yeah. It reminded me of you. Everything about him reminds me of you anyway.
It shouldn't.
Yeah. Good calls, not stupid calls, Dave. If I need to put you on it. Like, look at 8, 9, I'm not going to go in that direction. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Good, man.
Well, if you still want revenge, Lily, which is probably the best way to do it, I would destroy his credit. If you get access to his Social Security number, you take a few loans out in his name.
Bro, I know this guy. That game's way over. There's no way that credit's worth anything.
It's too much work for me. I'm too lazy for that. Who's got time?
All you want is for him to come back and you to turn him down.
Yeah, that would be great.
If I called him and asked him to do that, would that make you feel better?
Well, I want him to really want me back, not just say he wants me back.
He's a performer. I'm sure he'll be able to pull it off. Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
I know what that sly dog Earl is doing. He's waiting for her to go so insane that she goes into the mental institution and then making the move. You sly dog, Earl. Mr. Perfect.
All right, Mr. Perfect, why don't you tell Lily exactly what you think of her? Stop this. I just want to be pals with you and take your picture in Central Park. Tell her what's really on your mind.
I am respecting the streak. I'm respecting the streak. I am not doing a damn thing as far as relationships go, as far as anything sexual goes.
You couldn't get her anyway. That's what you worry about.
Oh,
because of her family.
Without question, I wouldn't be able to get it. Look at me.
I can't.
Doing that bit? Putting yourself down? Smart.
Too dark.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's
Earl,
going on,
you're
guys?
too dark to date midnight. That's how fucking dark you are. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, so Lily, why doesn't she take her energy, after she's hurt and everything like that, and use that towards a positive relationship with somebody else?
Yes. But there is nobody else, so I can't take that energy anywhere right now.
Here's the thing. if you date somebody that he's friends with or somebody that he's works with. Just get somebody that he works with to ask you out. It'll drive him crazy. And if they do it twice, he'll be furious.
That's a good idea.
That's the subtle way we hurt each other. That's the subtle way women hurt guys, Fez.
To attack their surroundings like that.
Thank you. And then they act like, oh no, it's nothing. It's nothing. There's where your strength is.
But I've never been one to be able to do things like that, though. Like, fuck his friends or something like that. Like that's.
I don't say you even have to fuck his friends. Make him concerned about that.
That's true.
You don't want to turn into a friend.
Well, we still sort of have a lot of mutual friends, which is kind of annoying, but it's also kind of good because, you know, in a few months, once I'm doing fabulous, and you know, he can hear about it.
But right now, do you talk to any of the mutual friends?
Yeah.
Do they say stuff like, sorry, I don't know what he's doing with her again. He's fucking up.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of that, like, is he retarded? Like, why would he leave you? You know?
See, that's what guys that want to fuck you. Just so you know that, when someone goes, why would someone want to leave as beautiful as you? You're still saying that as being like a human thing. No, it isn't.
Was he ever jealous when you were going out? Did he ever show any signs of that?
He did, actually, a few times. Like, I don't like you sitting too close to him.
Who? Earl?
Like a coworker or something.
No one worries about Earl. That's the odd thing. Adam, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Hey, Lily, I got a question. How old are you?
I'll be 25 on Friday, actually.
Oh, okay. So we're basically in the same boat. I had the exact same situation happen to me a couple of years ago, and I got to tell you, be single for as long as you fucking can.
Yeah?
Dude, do yourself a favor. Get out of the group of friends. You can't be anywhere near that group of friends. As much as you think you could be near the mutual friend, it's going to ruin you. Get away from him. Get away from everything that's around him. Be single. Fuck other guys. Don't fuck his friends. Be a human being, and you'll move on with your life.
That's a good idea.
Or else you're going to wind up going around in circles 600 times, because that's what I did. I wound up going back to the same girl 4 different times. Not worth it.
Oddly enough, he's 100% correct. Everything he said is just drop everything. Drop the surroundings, move on, meet new people. That's not going to be difficult for you. You're going to be able to find new friends.
Yeah. I've got a lot of friends, but, you know.
But you don't have one single girlfriend, do you? That's the thing about girls like you. All guy friends.
No, I do.
866 Ron Zero Fez. No, let me believe my own lies. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Alan, you're on Ron and Fez. Whoops. Alan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, this chick is so fucked up and delusional that I would be like putty in her hands.
Yeah.
This is the kind of fucking woman I look for.
Sure. Because it all can go insane at any moment.
I love it. I'm addicted to it. I love it. You know what? If she wants my number, I'll give it to her. We can be all fucked up together. It'd be great.
All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Here's Tony. Tony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron. She sounds like the kind of girl that the first time she calls up drunk at 3 in the morning, she'll let him come over. Her ex-boyfriend. I think she's going to have a hard time saying no to him, as much as she doesn't like him right now.
She has this feeling like he's going to come back like John Cusack or something. There's going to be she's going to hear their song playing, and then she'll look out the window, and he's going to stand outside with the speakers. What was your song between you and him?
I don't think we have actually had one.
That shows it's not love.
Everybody has to have a song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mine and Don Cumia's, Anthony's sister, is Ellis Paul. World Ain't Slowing Down. You heard her sing it to me earlier today.
Why don't you song with her be Aqualung? And that's the way you look at kids, Fez.
Not using Aqualung.
Still, I just feel like it would work that way. Deanna, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to... How long were they together?
Yeah, how long?
About a year.
About a year.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that you should... The best advice is probably to be happy by yourself before you start dating someone else. Don't do it just to make him jealous, because it will never work.
You done that before, Deanna?
Yeah, just rub it. Just you got to be happy by yourself before you can make somebody else happy. And if you get with someone to make them jealous, you're just going to end up miserable.
But what if you're a person like me and you've never been happy with yourself? What happens then? Does you just put your life on hold? If I waited till I was happy with myself before I started dating, I'd be Fez. I'd literally still be just sitting there.
For a long time, I just wanted to wait till I lost the weight. Then I realized that wasn't going to happen.
Well, heart attack helped to you. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
If you really want to feel like shit, just live your life like, breaking up with him was the best fucking thing that ever happened to you. And
You're right.
He'll feel like shit.
You're right.
Fake it till you feel it, baby.
Success is the best revenge, I think.
You keep telling yourself a lot of things. I don't see a lot of belief in your eyes, though.
I tell myself every day, I'm too good for him, but...
Do you think he thinks about you at all, even slightly?
No. And that pisses me off, because I don't think he does.
Now, does it piss you off or does it hurt you? Here's the thing. I don't think you're mad. I think you're hurt. And you don't know how to say that you're hurt. You just end up saying that you're angry.
Yeah. I was hurt, but now I think I'm angry. It's like the stages, yeah.
Yeah. What's next? Finally letting go?
Acceptance, I think.
Yeah. At some point.
Because it was shock, because then I was like, he didn't just break up with me. No way. And then it was like anger, and then, hurt, then anger, I guess, which, I don't know.
Did you cry over it?
Oh, yeah.
Do it now while we're watching.
No.
Yeah.
I don't let anybody see me do that.
What if I hit you with a cowbell? Does that work at all?
No.
Works on me.
Well, does it work? By the way, Morris came to me and said I'm breaking up the entire table here, and that you guys really need to start catching this thing in the stomach. So when you hit, don't let it hit your bones and bounce back off. Let it into the fleshy part of your stomach and fall down on the floor.
I'm not going to be able to take a cowbell in the stomach.
Oh, I think you will. If not there, then the balls. It's up to you. Let's focus on Lily instead of your pain, your cowbell scars. Oh, speaking of which, take your shoe off, Fez.
Oh, okay. Take my shoe and my sock off in here.
Lily, you're going to smell something awful, but just
no.
write it out. Dave, come in here. Look what you did to my partner's fucking foot when you stamped on it the other day.
Remember when you stamped on it and I screamed my toes?
Yeah, I do.
Look how red and black and blue it is.
I don't see anything.
I apologize, but that was for science.
Oh. See on the top? Isn't that ugly?
Look at that.
Yeah, but...
Why would you hurt that old lady's foot?
Why would you stomp on my foot so hard?
We were doing experiments. I had to fight... Ow!
All right, that's how the dust broke.
Oh!
Because it popped back off of them again.
Now we know.
You've got small feet, by the way.
Oh.
They're very nice.
Thank you.
Nice feet. I like feet.
You should see his tiny little balls.
Ronnie.
All right, here's, seriously, they're like a 10-year-old boy. So I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he gets them so tight and lift it.
Moisturizer.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'd like to just tell Lily that, she got pushed outside her comfort zone, but this could be a good thing. Explore outside that comfort zone for a little bit, grow as a person, and maybe you'll find something you love.
You know what I would do if I was you?
What?
Take a one-person trip to Vietnam just to see what it's like. Get into Vietnam, someplace you've never been before. You don't speak the language. Take the local drugs. Interact with local prostitutes. That's what I do on my vacations. I think it's fantastic.
That works for you, huh? You come back with a whole new mindset?
Whole new mindset, couple of scars.
Nice. So, Vietnam, that's the answer?
I don't know if that's the only answer. I'm sure there's other places. Have you ever been abroad?
No, I was actually going to do...
No, by that I mean, have you ever slept with a woman? Have you ever been with a woman?
No.
Huh?
No.
No wonder he broke up with you.
Hey.
Honey, you got to keep it interesting.
Excuse me. You could even ask him. No complaints in that department.
Well, what's he going to do? Tell you?
Yes, he would. Because he's an asshole. He would have told
So
me.
you're saying you're so good in bed that he left and went with his ex-girlfriend. That's how great you are.
Maybe it's not all about sex.
Does that make her better? I'm just trying to figure it out.
Sometimes you're mean, Fez.
I got to look daggers at.
You should. Because I'm sitting there trying to help her. Why is this thing in between us two? Dave is the worst producer I've ever had. Earl's the best and Dave's the worst. I'm trying to help you. You don't want to go to Vietnam. You don't want to sleep with another woman. I'm really running out of options here. I don't know what to do.
I think I should just be alone.
Is that what you want to do, like a nun? Get to a nunnery?
No, for like a while, and then jump back out there.
How long do you think you'll need?
Maybe a few more months. I wish I was a guy, like I could just turn it on and off like that. But girls are not built like that.
Yes, it's so easy for us. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, advice for Lily. If she really wants to piss him off and really wants to get back at him, show him that you're better off without him. If you feel like you need to stay alone, stay alone. If, I had it happen to me where, a girl dumped me and it really pissed her off when I, started enjoying life again, and just show him that you're better off.
Well, first of all, you cannot try to achieve your happiness to make him upset, because what if he isn't? Does that take you right? But, what if he's like mature enough to say, hey, you're happy, that's great. That shouldn't affect you in any way.
Right.
You've got to realize that what he feels, you have no power over. None.
Yeah, you're right.
Zero. And the girl that he's dating now is going to go on and date other people. That's what she does. She brings the ships into the rocks as she sings. What is that called? Like a
siren.
Thank you. She's a siren.
Is that right?
Yes.
Boy, that's the truest thing we said today.
Yeah. We've known so many guys have been crushed, destroyed by her. You got to see her coming.
Well,
and you're not that kind of woman. You don't have that allure over men.
I don't.
You're a beautiful woman, but don't get me wrong, but you're missing that certain something.
Like
that animal grace, that sexuality that just drives men crazy. You're the girl next door, the nice girl. You be yourself, play your part.
But how do I get that? Because nice girls always end up getting fucked over.
This is, it's like asking, how can I get to be 7 foot tall? It's an unusual thing. You don't learn to be 7 feet tall. The woman, she just is that thing.
Right.
I know a guy who got his name tattooed across his cheek, thinking that would help. She laughed at him. Laughed at him. Buck, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
My wife and I are looking for a girlfriend. I got a key. We'll do some bumps, and Lily's life will be good.
What's your wife's name? Christy, you want to suck and fuck with Chris and Buck? That's the story right now, Lily. What do you think?
I think I might have to pass on that.
Where are you calling from, Buck?
I'm calling from New Mexico. We can get a plane ticket. We're going to Vegas next weekend. She can come out, try it out for a week. I got a key.
Here's a good thing here, too. I mean, when is New Mexico? We're talking peyote.
What?
You ever fucked on peyote?
No.
All right, this is why you're losing men. You don't sleep with other women?
No.
Do you ever play, like, any little fantasy games with them?
Kind of, yes.
Which one?
Dress up and things like
what
that.
did you dress up as? You put a flashlight to your head and play coal miner? Because that's not going to work.
I like that one.
Sure,
Christmas,
with that cave of an
you
ass
put
you
on,
have.
the Santa outfit.
So you put on a Santa outfit. Sure. What guy isn't turned on about fucking an 80-year-old fat man?
No,
of course that works. Just the Santa hat.
Yeah.
I wish I could take off my Santa outfit.
What else did you have?
Just, different places we've done it and things like that.
The ass?
No.
All right, that's an old newlywed joke. I thought I'd give it to you. Thought you like it.
That I'm saving for marriage. I feel like I should save that for marriage.
Why don't you just save it for shitting and see if that works out? Okay, so so far you came up with different places like outside.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Workplace.
I was going to say you fucked at NEW. Who hasn't? But the point is this. It doesn't seem like you're all that daring. Maybe boredom.
No, I don't think so at all. I really don't. I, honest to God, think I'm very open to anything. If you ask, I'm there. Really.
But what about you asking? What about you having
but I don't really have fantasies about,
Thank you.
guys dressing up for me or things like that.
You just have these revenge fantasies.
You never want to bang a coal miner? Where's the coal miner hat? Just let her see it first, girl, before she judges. All right, here's Mario. Mario, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I think that if she wants to get over this, she's got to have that revenge. You know, women got that urge just to get that revenge, just to get that one last case over.
Yeah.
Women, oddly enough, are more vengeful than guys. I mean, I have known plenty of guys who get obsessed after and do that. Well, look, she could be here tonight. She fucked up. Shit, this could be her boat, too. You know, I've had those buddies. But generally, I think women go out of their way to get even more than guys do.
Yeah, we're absolutely spiteful and vengeful.
But I will agree with you. I think heartbreak is as maybe low as you can go before there's actual physical pain.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's ever going to go away. That's that you hear that time heals all wounds.
Yeah, like how many times have I heard that bullshit?
One more today, I guess.
Yeah.
Fez, you've had major heartbreak?
I think I've had a heartbreak in my life.
What was his name?
I don't have a him.
What was her name?
I'm not going to say.
Pretendy? CJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Lily, I just want to let you know the same thing happened to me, and the best thing that you can do is just give it time. I mean, 3 months after it happened to me, I went out with somebody. It was more like a friend. It wasn't no serious date or nothing. Ended up bumping into my ex, and for about 2 weeks straight, she couldn't stop calling me. She wanted to get back with me, and like you said, the revenge thing, it's nice, but, I didn't want her anymore because I realized what kind of a person she really was, so,
See, that's what I need. I need to bump into him and have him want me and then not want him.
I'll tell you this. A woman never looks as good to you as when she's with another guy.
Yeah.
There's something fucking sick about that.
Yeah.
Then you're like, she looks great.
It's true, and it also goes the other way. Like, if I would see another girl talking to him, I would get so jealous.
Right.
Oh, even when you were together?
Yeah.
Well, there's something sick in this.
I'm a Scorpio.
But that thing of when you see her looking at him the way she used to look at you, and then you think of yourself, oh, when she sees me, all the attention's going to be back. But it ain't. She's moved on. And that's why it's fucking cruel to stay in the same circle.
Right.
Get out of the circle if you're going to do that. My thing, Vietnam.
You don't know anyone in Vietnam, do you, Lily?
No, I don't. No.
I had a hooker go home with me a weekend, 85 cents.
Wow,
85 cents, let me drive nails into her heels. That's fucking wild.
Did you have to pay for the nails at least?
Why do you have to go detail every story I do, Fez?
Just wondered. I'm curious.
Bi curious. Seeking same. Here is Jay. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the best revenge is not going out and sleeping with one of his friends or something like that. The best revenge is going out and taking his girlfriend and sleeping with her. Take her away from him.
Well, I know her. She's open to it, but here's the thing. If you think getting dumped by her is bad, by him is bad, getting dumped from her, I saw guys shave their fucking heads.
Oh, yeah?
Am I right, Earl?
I did the shaving.
Yeah. Maybe you can learn something from her, though.
Nah. I'm a better person.
At least go on her MySpace.
No.
Just to see what's going on.
All right, let me go put the MySpace in over there next to Fez.
Okay.
Come on over.
And see what happens. But it's also sad, isn't it, Fez?
It really is.
No wonder you're only in imaginary relationships now. That's so helpful.
I'm going to create an imaginary boyfriend now.
You need to. Call him Don. Like Fez has.
Dawn.
Okay. Is that her?
No, that was me.
All these MySpaces seem to be trouble.
You like how I found it so quickly, too, right?
How were you able to do that?
She went right to it.
Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. This is it.
She looks great, huh?
Yeah, she really does.
Oh, yeah.
You don't think she's kind of hot, Lily?
Yeah. Super hot.
She just flipped off the screen.
There's something about her.
The siren song.
Yeah, the siren song. Sing that song, Fez. Guys right now are just like looking around like, where can I send my ship into the beach?
You can't resist that.
I mean, you can see the rocks of the beach. You don't give a fucking shit. It's throttle down. Yes! I'm coming!
Well, it's not working on me. That's for sure.
You're bitter, honey. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
See, I wonder if you had your perfect case scenario where he sees you with someone else, he gets all jealous and wants you back immediately. Even if that did happen, would that be enough?
That night, yes, Fez. The next night, yes. Then it's going to come up constantly. She'll go like this. Well, remember last September? Oh, that's right. You were all fucking your horse. So, you know what I mean? It always comes up time and time again.
You're right.
But I will tell you this. There is one thing that no guy can resist. And that's a confident, self-assured woman. A woman who's like, whatever you do, don't worry. You can't leave that fucking woman.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is that when we were together, I wasn't controlling. Like, I never said you can't go out with your friends. Who are you talking
Honey,
to?
anybody can. Everybody's a good sport when they're winning. When you're losing and no one figures it out, that's the fucking power.
Yeah.
Anybody can hit a fucking 30-foot putt and be confident. Tiger Woods can fucking miss 3 in a row and still be confident. That's what makes him a champion.
So confident.
Earl, what did Jesse Jackson say?
A champion never stays on the ground.
The ground is no place for a champion. Remember that. Everybody gets knocked down.
That's what Earl says to himself when we're playing softball.
Oh, Earl.
Co-ed softball? You're on his team?
He plays on a girl's team.
Yeah, when we're getting our asses kicked, I'm like, what, you going to stay down? You're going to get up? Let's win this game.
Here's Crystal. Crystal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Lily. How are you?
Hi.
If you don't mind me asking, about what is your age range?
25.
Okay. You're the same age as me. I got broken up by a guy, and I haven't dated in 3 years since. And you're still at that point where it's still new and it's still fresh, and you need to get closure on the whole thing. And if you get that closure, and especially if you did it over the phone, you're not going to have it. But as soon as you get past that point, you'll be fine. And like you said earlier, if you take time for yourself, you'll learn who you are, because you're now a whole different person than you were when you dated them and before you dated them.
All right, how does she get the closure?
That's something that she's got to figure out how to do by herself. Each person with that is different. I have remained friends with both of my ex-boyfriends, and that helped me get closure through both of them, and I don't know.
What if you tried this? You call him up and say, look, I'd like to have lunch with you, and I want to sit down and talk this thing out, and that'll be the end of it. Could you give yourself one time to act like an adult, not like a child?
But the thing is that when he was trying to break up with me, I tried to sit down and be civilized, and he just refused to, which pissed me off. So I was never able to have that closure.
He's afraid of you.
I think when was the last time you talked to him?
What's that?
When was the last time you tried talking to him?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
What happened?
Okay.
Well, nothing. It was just like, hey, what's up? And that's it.
Well, why didn't you be an adult and say, here's what's on my mind?
Because I don't want to try anymore. I really don't.
You say that, but now you everything you say goes against what you said 2 minutes before.
I don't want to try to be civilized with him and discuss the relationship anymore. I don't.
All right, so he's done. You don't want him back.
Well, I don't.
But
I
as far
want
as her moving on as a person, she has to, and whether it deals with talking to him or not, but you have to get your own feelings in check and yourself in check to get that closure for yourself. And whether or not talking to him is going to help you out with that, I don't know. That's something that you have to determine. But I just take some time for yourself. And you know what? The past 3 years that I haven't been dated, I have treated myself like I've needed to be treated, and I love it.
Good for you.
So maybe that's what you need to do.
Did you go to Vietnam?
For you. Huh?
You know what? If you want to be part of the ex-wives club, this is the way to go. I'm trying to tell you how to bust out. Become someone interesting.
Okay. Well, I think I'm sort of interesting.
The word sort of.
Somewhat interesting.
Right now, you're just focused on revenge.
Right now, you got Earl. That's it. That's your circle of friends.
Yawn.
We got to move on here, but I got to tell you, I don't think we helped you at all.
Yeah, no, you did.
What part?
Where I need to move on.
And peyote?
Yes.
Fucking do some peyote, go into a sweat lodge.
Okay.
Fucking relax.
That's it. That's what I got to do.
I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, this has been a whole thing. But a head full of bad acid will change your fucking way of looking at the world. Because believe me, you can't worry about other things when you think that your fucking toes are turning into snakes. It will keep you in the moment. You can't dwell on lost love when you're riding that fucking bad trip.
So, excessive drug use?
I think it'll work.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't do speed, though. You'll call them.
Yeah.
Something psychedelic.
Acid? Okay.
Were you afraid of your phone?
No, I throw my phone is what I do.
All right. Earl? You stay with her. Work on her.
Definitely.
Hold on. One more thing Mike's talking about. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Lily, I'm just curious. What are you going to do with all the holiday parties coming up?
Geez.
Are you going to be a hermit and kind of cower in the corner?
You going to your office party?
Oh, well, he doesn't work with us anymore. Haha.
Any fat girls you can hang out with?
I've got friends. I'm not like a loser. I have friends.
Yeah, but do they have boyfriends?
Not all of them, no.
Hang out with the loser friends, then.
Okay. Hang out with ugly girls so I can make myself feel better?
That's probably better than the acid.
Where's this come from, Fez?
What?
Why attack my fucking advice?
I don't think she wants snake toes.
What was your advice?
I don't think I had any.
Well, let's hear it. Since mine got ripped out of her hands just as she was leaving with a beautiful package.
Mine would be move on.
That's it?
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone wants to move on. They can't. How to move on is the question.
Actually, I think she's only going to be happy when she gets him back. That would be my advice. Work really hard to steal him back from this girl.
Look at the picture of that girl. She don't have a chance of getting her back from her. That's the siren song. Ron and Fez Show.
It's the Ron and Fez Show, XM 202.
Steve, it was widespread public outcry following an incident last year that left a man dead that caused state legislators to write a new law making bestiality a crime in Washington state. The law is about to be tested following the arrest of a 26-year-old Pierce County man. Investigators say Michael Patrick McPhail may be the first person to face prosecution in Washington state under a new law protecting animals from sexual abuse.
There's, pretty clear proof of what happened to this dog, and it's something that's against law. And we arrested him, and the prosecutor's office charged him. So, we'll see how this law stands up.
According to charging documents obtained by Cairo 7, McPhail's wife told Pierce County Sheriff's investigators she saw him engaged in a sex act with the family pet. Sheriff's investigators say she took 2 photographs with a cell phone camera, then contacted police. Investigators say as he was arrested, McPhail began to cry, slamming his head into a glass coffee table.
We ask that he have no contact with animals.
Prosecutors tell Cairo 7 this is the first time the new felony animal cruelty law to protect animals from sexual abuse has been tested in the courtroom. It was written following a highly publicized incident in Enumclaw in which a man died in a similar incident involving a horse.
Well, that's obviously why they put this law in place, and it's been used. We may have been the first ones to use it, I don't know, but, it's obviously something people shouldn't be doing, and we arrested the guy for it.
Well, if Eastside Dave lived in Washington State, his ass would be behind bars right now.
That doesn't sound legal at all, what they're doing to that poor man. I call it railroading.
It is the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fez, at least a couple hundred listeners have sent us copies of that story and basically comparing it with Eastside Dave.
Just so everyone knows, you can stop sending it now. We know the story. We've gotten so many people with this thing. Just thinking, all right, here's Eastside Dave.
Dave, we, talking this thing over, and Lily, I don't think that you know this story. What happened was, Dave, when he was younger, about 2 years ago. How long ago was it, Dave, honestly?
New Year's Eve 2001 going into 2002.
So it was almost 5 years ago.
Right.
5 years ago, coming up. Everybody else had a date but him. He put some peanut butter on his Johnson. He invited a dog in to lick it off.
Oh.
It was a good-looking dog.
And his girlfriend, I mean, you've said this before, Lily. You want to know everything from the past, right? Would you want to know this?
Yeah, absolutely, I would want to know that.
And that's where I think your argument is maybe incorrect, because we don't need to be disclosed on all the facts.
I would say this.
I'm sorry, that's disgusting.
If you disclosed anything to your girlfriend, it would be over. That's the problem for you, Dave.
But what people don't know won't hurt them. That's a famous adage that people have said for generations. And
you know who came up with that?
Ben Franklin.
Ether rapists. Guys that fucking ether girl and rape them go, if it happens when they're knocked out, it's fine. You had sex with a dog. Most places you would end up in,
Yes.
No, male dog.
No. Coco was a female dog.
Are you sure?
Husky. I'm absolutely positive.
Would you do it with a male dog?
No, absolutely not.
So it is sex to you?
Yes, in a certain way.
You would go to jail in Washington State. You cannot have sex with an animal.
Was that guy actually... It sounded like that guy was penetrating, not getting oral, which is what I got.
You were 2 beers away from fucking penetration. Because you said you had trouble getting off on during the oral.
Yes, I know.
Did you jack afterwards?
Oh, yeah, I had to.
Were you thinking about the dog?
Did it get caught in her fur?
It was mainly porn chicks, but, yeah, the dog popped in once or twice. But it was mainly porn chicks. It was 98% porn chicks.
That's a pretty decent percentage.
I don't see the harm in never disclosing that to my girlfriend, and I don't think she ever needs to know.
Well, I'm going to call her and tell her, because that's...
Would you really tell her?
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
If she ever met you, you would tell her that?
Absolutely, I would.
Well, here she is.
I would like to invite you to dinner this Friday night.
Because if I'm unhappy, everybody else should be. So I don't want anybody else.
Oh, you're going to drag it down.
No, I wouldn't tell her, but I think you should tell her.
This fucking relationship of yours is thin string right now.
Yes, I know, but that's why she won't find out about some of my past discretions.
What about the whack bag guys getting her
right
on my fight? Because everything about you now that's out on the air is going to stay out on the air.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to cover. You can't shut that door now that it's been open.
I'm going to drop her my fight down the toilet, and then I decide that's a much better way than stealing it. I'll drop it in the toilet, but then she'll still have it, and it'll never work again. Ha ha! Face whackback.
Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, I got a question for you. You're always complaining that your girlfriend won't blow you, but did you ever consider that maybe she just doesn't like to go down on guys whose balls smell like puppy breath?
Well, I've watched many times since then. So I take at least one shower a day.
Tally, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy? Go ahead, Tally.
Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I work with juvenile sex offenders, and we got a kid from the state of Washington that happened to. That he had sex with a dog, a cat, and a horse, and he's in our facility, and we're trying to treat him for that. And
so it's insanity.
He cannot have. Yeah, and he can't have books. We took books away from him because we caught him jacking off to pictures of dogs and horses, and just unbelievable.
Now, how would you
like
think
that.
this young man would get in this state of mind? What happened to him?
His family is so messed up where, I mean, we had counseling sessions with the family, and the mother's playing footsie with this kid under the table, and it's just full of incest and just the family watching him.
So there's no way that anyone would get involved in bestiality unless, of course, there was incest against them at a young age.
Oh yeah, and it was, and this kid is 14 years old. He's 6'4", 330 pounds.
Big retard.
And
From Grenoble Falls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big ferocious retard.
Yeah, and it's just it's the most disgusting thing to watch this kid, and when he looks at you and he like pictures people as animals and and does that to them too. Yeah,
Dave,
it's
let me
up.
ask you this.
Yeah?
What age were you molested? Do you remember?
I don't have...
So you're blocking it all?
I really don't have any memories of that.
No, you wouldn't. Probably if you can't remember, then it did happen.
And well, actually, I can't really remember a lot until like being 10 or 9 or 10.
That is also another thing. People that don't remember things from their childhood. I mean, how can you not remember anything before 10? You were in school in those years.
I chalked it up to a lot of booze and cell membrane being. No, but now I think that if you drink a lot, sometimes it affects your memories. Going back to when you were a little kid.
So you drank to forget molestation.
No, I'm saying
Smart move.
I drank and now I forget things when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. Does that help?
I don't think there's a connection. Yeah.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. And your drinking has just gone through the roof lately.
No, it hasn't.
You showed up for last week. Friday's show. You were drunk.
No, I wasn't. I was a little bit hungover.
You were drunk, and Earl also said you smelled of muskrat.
There was no bestiality taking place, and I deny everything.
Dan, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, just wanted to share a story. In our town, there was a guy got caught having sex with a goat. The owners, suspected something, put a motion detector out there, I guess, and cut the guy with his pants down out on the back of the barn. So that's all.
It shows that I'm not alone. A, B. Let me just say this one thing. We now know that I don't just I wasn't just a dog. I've also banged a blow up doll, jelly, and things like that. I just think of myself as a
How did you do the jelly?
The jelly was, I had an idea that it would best approximate a woman's vagina, so I emptied half of it.
Grape.
Put it in the microwave.
Yeah, what flavor was it?
Welch's grape, Mr. B. It's got to be the right thing. And I put it in the microwave. At first it was too hot, because I did burn myself.
This jelly's too hot. This jelly's just right. Might as well fuck it.
But then it was, I let it cool down, and it was just warm enough, and it was the most similar thing I've had. And I've had pocket pussies and blow up dolls. And
you've had everything but a woman. Where are you going, Earl? Come back.
This is gnarling me out to no end. Sick.
When finally got the pocket pussy is when you left?
Oh, the jelly.
All right, how did it work? Show us physically.
Well, I put the jelly right there on the floor, and I just banged it missionaries. Yeah, like if your water was the jelly.
Yeah, there's a jar.
Just dipped it, dippy dip a little bit.
Oh, God.
Dippy dip.
Any peanut butter?
No, the peanut butter was strictly for cocoa.
Why didn't you just try KY jelly?
Every freak thing he does has to do with peanut butter and jelly. One, peanut butter on his balls with a dog, and then he fucks a bowl of jelly.
I've also fucked a big bottle of Prel shampoo as well. But that actually...
You must have a needle dick.
No.
How could you get your dick in a bottle of Prel?
No, the big lumberjack.
No, there ain't no big lumberjack.
Even the gallon jug, you couldn't get your dick in the hole.
No, there was a special kind of Prel.
That's a bullshit lie.
The economy size that you buy at Price Club.
Why would someone have a big... round hole in a fucking Prel bottle?
It makes no sense.
It was the economy size you buy at Price Club,
but you would never. That's a lie, because on the economy size, if the hole is that big, you would never be able to refill your original shampoo bottle with it. It would pour everywhere.
Needle dick, you fucked a bottle of Prel.
That was the pearl at the bottom of it.
But that stung my urination for, honestly, 72 hours. Just every time I pissed, it was like having a kidney stone.
So you're in the shower.
Yes.
You have this tiny little motel bottle of Prel. You get your dick in it. There's not even enough. He got his cock and balls into the fucking top of it.
Did you mean that you shoved the bottle of Prel up your ass? Is that what you mean?
That makes sense then.
No, that never happened.
Are you an ass man?
No. I'm not gonna say It hasn't crossed my mind. I mean, not like Foundry Music Jeff, maybe a finger or something. I always thought might be pleasurable, or maybe the butt plug or something. But
if you're gonna fucking put that jar of jelly up your ass, was this the type of jelly you had?
Yeah, this is exactly it. The Welch's grape jelly right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's far too cold.
So
I don't know.
demonstrate.
Why does it say Fez on it?
Fez's Welch.
Oh, yeah, when you were welching.
Because he was welching on bets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I just dipped it in a little bit, but I'm not really aroused right now because, like I said, the jelly's too frigid.
The reason why you're not aroused is there's a woman here. If we can get Lily to leave and bring a fucking Dachshund in, I'm sure you'll be fucking crazy about it.
She's very attractive.
Is that even a dog? I don't know.
Yeah, a Dachshund, yeah.
I hate dogs so much I couldn't even think of a dog name.
We do have, our family used to have a Dachshund, by the way.
Oh.
Gorgeous dog. Lucy.
Congratulations. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, I think $6 Dave needs to be a spokesman for Welch's Jelly there.
You know what I want to do, in all honesty, Dave, is I want to put you on a lie detector to find out if these things have happened.
That would be wonderful.
Earl, let's see if we can get a lie detector guy in here.
Okay.
I know they're not as easy to find anymore.
But don't the cops have lie detectors also?
Yeah, but they'll fucking take this prick away for fucking a dog. I don't want him to go to the fucking jail. If anything, stick him in the zoo. I guarantee you the guy would walk through a fucking pet store with a heart on. That's how sick he is.
Hey, I love animals. I don't think...
No kidding.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Too much.
It's wrong. You know what? A pedophile will say the same thing about a little kid.
I'm not.
And I think you're sicker than a pedophile.
No, I don't.
A pedophile stays within the species.
Dogs were of age. 28, because it was 4 years old.
So you fucked a 4-year-old dog.
4 times 7.
Still only 4.
No, it's 28.
4.
Did you return the favor on the dog?
No,
Sure
I am not a sick bastard. Can we just get the thing that was New Year's Eve, Ron? And I was drunk.
So
Lily
what?
should know. She should know.
New Year's Eve, put on the funny glasses with the yellow and the 2 and the 7. But you don't fuck animals.
I was really loaded. Shouldn't that shouldn't that count for anything? My girlfriend doesn't
Never
need to
an
know.
excuse. Alcohol. It's always,
It isn't.
Not
It
an
just brings out the truth.
It
Greg,
really
you're on
is.
Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, I think there's some pictures of Dave on Ogrish with him in a jar of jelly. But he wasn't sticking his dick in it. He was doing something else.
Yeah, all right. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going there, fellas?
What can we do for you, buddy?
I'm out here in California. I was wondering if there's any way you can get Dave out here, and I'd drive him up to Washington and try to get him prosecuted myself.
I wouldn't mind that.
I'm not going to that state whatsoever. And what I call the backwards state. Thank God I live in the progressive Northeast. Unlike fucking Washington. Jesus, let people have some fun up there. Drinking your Starbucks.
866 Ron Zero Fez. There's Starbucks everywhere. Doesn't mean that we fuck dogs. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, I wanted to go to bat for Dave with losing the memories, with the more and more drinking. I've been sober 3 years now, and I'm getting all the memories from 10 and below back. But I changed my mind because he's a fucking freak. I've been very drunk and very messed up, and I would never have considered any of these things.
There is not enough alcohol in the world to get most people to fuck an animal. It ain't going to happen. Zookeepers don't do it when they're drunk.
You didn't see this husky. Just before everyone makes up their mind, it
Lie detector. Because people think he lies. I want a lie detector in here.
I'd love it. I would love it, and then I want some cash or money, or I want to be called...
You want to be proven right that you fucked a dog.
I want to be called King of Truthfulness.
Aren't you embarrassed about that?
I am somewhat ashamed, but I'm not really.
Ashamed?
Ashamed, because I feel like the dog has snack, and...
You know what? If we were a civilized country, we'd all throw rocks at you till you were dead. That's what's wrong with this country. Tom, you're not on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I got the perfect homemade sexual device when, the conditions of his parole means he can't visit animals anymore. It's called a Fifi. You take a toilet paper tube and you pass a bread bag through it and then pass it back over itself and fill it up with something warm. You can bang the shit out of it.
Oh, I'm going to be trying that when I get home today.
What exactly is it?
You take a toilet paper tube,
yeah,
and you pass like a a bread wrapper through it, off a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And then you pass it back through itself, and you add warm water to it. Some guy in Alaska was telling me about it up in a bar. And this sounds like this is right up his alley. When he gets out and he's not allowed to have animals, he's going to have to bang something.
I think if you fucked a Wonder Bread bag and a toilet paper roll, you'd be better off than what you have done.
You know what? I did actually try that without the bread bag. So the bread bag's is a nice fixture to that. But I did bang. I put a toilet paper roll in the bathtub when it was warm. So I took the toilet paper out and it was warm and soggy.
I want you to swear to God right now.
I swear to God. And when you get the lie detector test in, I want all these questions out there on the table.
All right, what are the ones that you think people don't believe but you've done?
I think they don't believe blow up, jelly, I'll say right now, toilet paper, and of course the dog.
And then you also jacked off where?
Statue of Liberty, Grand Canyon.
Off the side of the Grand Canyon?
I found a trail that I could walk down.
But did you come off the side? Did you let it go all the way down to the Colorado River?
I was excited there, yeah.
It's going to take you forever to fill that thing.
Let me tell you something. If you want to be one with nature, holy shit. You go to the Grand Canyon, pleasuring.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Mike.
Dave, number one, don't fuck the Wonder Bread because you'll get a yeast infection. And number two, when you fuck jelly, make sure you use a condiment. Stop!
Send him in the big-ass prize closet. You need to use a condiment. Fucking sick prick.
Mike,
you seriously are sick.
Mike, you'll get a copy of The Gothic Box, A Life Less Lived, courtesy of Rhino Entertainment. That's a 3-CD set that's in stores now and available at rhino.com.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, I want to ask Dave, who's hotter, Lassie or Benji?
Well, I think both were boys. I'll choose Lassie, though.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, I want to know what Lily's been using for the last 2 months.
Fireman's boot. Lily, anything at all you want to share with us?
No.
No outside stimuli?
No.
Dave, tell her about your girlfriend, what she did.
She rubbed herself on a doorknob. This is really past information. How
many germs are on the doorknob? I mean, a toilet seat is probably less filthy than a doorknob.
Well, hey, she might have put a little plastic saran wrap on it.
Did she get it all the way in?
No. She rubbed on it.
Up on it? Like the fucking Lord of the Rings character?
She rubbed on it.
Well, I guess you guys are perfect for each other then.
Will she be going down the lie detector as well?
It's a little the old in and out with the fucking doorknob.
It didn't penetrate her. She rubbed on it the way
how do you know?
The vibrator rubs on.
Did you watch?
No, this was way before we were going out. This is like when she was 17 or something like that.
No wonder you like the doors so much.
Opens and closes.
So that's the worst thing she's done?
I think so, yeah. She hasn't been anything else.
Have you told her you fucked a bowl of jelly?
No, I'm not. No. She does know about the blow-up doll, though. Wasn't exactly happy with it, and that's why she'll never, ever learn about the dog. Ever.
I'm telling you now, after talking to her a couple of Fridays ago, she's ready to fucking break up with you just for general purposes. If she found out one of these things, she's ready to break up with you just on your drunken behavior.
Yep, definitely. She's embarrassed right now. And
you can't, I mean, that's what you even got to think. When you see how crazy you are, you don't want a kid, do you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Take this sick fucking gene to the next generation?
I think it would be a wonderful thing to have a bunch of kids, little redhead kids walking around.
Fucking everything in the house?
Yeah. I would, like, shoot them with my BB gun, a la Royal Tannenbaums. I think we would have a blast. Why not?
You quote movies so much, it's sad. You got no life of your own.
No, I don't. This whole weekend I just watched movies and Notre Dame.
Wish you were a person?
Yeah.
How'd you like the ending of that Notre Dame game? Did you go crazy?
Best ending I ever. But the neighbors had to hit their floor, which is my ceiling, because I was making too much noise.
Yeah.
Like, it's 7:30 at night.
I know.
Will you have some fucking...
But you know what? I did the same thing. My chick had to come in from the other room. What is it? What is it? Oh, he's fucking gone!
The shark! The shark does it again! Samarja!
It's my only connection with the Catholic Church, that fucking ham and egg football team that stinks.
How badly was that tackling on Samarja?
Oh, yeah, he was just stumbling through with his big stork legs.
Yeah, but, they got dominated for 4 fucking quarters.
Yeah.
Up into the big pre-Vant defense.
Yeah.
We're going to hit him with the pre-Vant.
Prevents you from winning.
Yeah, good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I stole that from, I think, John Madden or something.
John Madden. Let me ask you this, Lily. Would Dave be the type of guy that would interest you at all?
No.
Ooh.
to make him jealous, your boyfriend jealous.
Ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend. But
no.
still has your heart. Still has your heart. Now, here's what she was telling me, Fez. That he would be jealous if she knew he was on this show because she thought he used to obsess on me and you a little bit. So the only reason why she came in here, she befriended Earl to get on this show to get to him. It has nothing to do with me and you, and I'm going to go so far to say it has nothing to do with Earl. Just a minute, and I'm fine with it. I'll congratulate you.
No, that's not it. Really, I mean, honestly, I wish that I thought this out. It was like a
But you said this will get to him because the girlfriend's been on the show, and you said he bragged about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now maybe he'll like you again.
Yeah, maybe.
We're so used here.
Sad. Just sad. Actually, sometimes I think Dave has more dick. What am I saying? That doesn't even. I can't even make that case.
That's a shame.
Lily, you're being a little crazy, but that's okay.
Crazier than him?
No, but for your place where you need to be crazy, you're a little crazy. Earl, we're gonna let her go like that. I want you to keep an eye on her. Hold on loosely, like
38 Special.
38 Special always put it. And we'll wait till she gets through this. Dave, you on the other hand, you cannot be saved. You might not even be human.
Well, I think I've cut a lot of that nonsense out. I really do. I do.
Let me ask you this. Where did the jelly go? Did it go back in the fridge with the family?
Yes.
You sick
Oh.
fuck. Tell me you're lying.
Oh.
Tell me you're lying.
It's my jelly.
Oh.
It's my own apartment. Wait, oh.
That one staggered.
It was my own apartment.
So your mom and dad didn't get the jelly?
I'm gagging.
My mom may have... I don't want to say this on the air. Because now no one's going to believe me, and so what's even the fucking point if no one believes me?
Because this will come up. Was the jelly eaten after you banged it?
I had a very bachelor's spread, and she came over to give me... she did my laundry back in the day. She came over to give me back my laundry and said, do you have anything to eat? I said, I have some Ritz crackers. She said, oh, and there's some jelly in here. Maybe I'll make a little snack.
Do you swear to God again?
Yes. And lie detector in my ass and all that shit, and he didn't do that.
Why did you come in this jelly?
No.
You act like that's sick.
I pulled out. But I did.
You were eating your own dick jelly?
I pulled out. I'm not.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not disgusting. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you are.
I mean, would you make soup out of your underwear? It's the same fucking thing.
I pulled out. Lily, don't you gag on me.
I lost Earl. Lily turned into Bazooka Joe, where she's taken her sweater and pulled it up over her face.
It just went on the carpet. That's it.
But why would you continue to eat that jelly?
I'm hungry. What else am I going to need?
It's dick jelly.
They're perhaps a little pre-cum.
And why let someone else eat it?
Oh, that's just evil.
Why wouldn't you yell, Mom? No!
Dude, I did in my head. I was in the bathroom. My mom says, here's your laundry. And I go, okay, get something to eat. I think I have some Ritz crackers. She goes, okay. And then she goes, I'll make myself a little snack. When I came out, she was spreading the jelly on. What am I going to say? Mom, I fucked that jelly. Don't eat it. No, I just had to stare and watch her.
So you would rather her eat dick jelly, your own mother, than you to go, wait, that jelly's bad. That's all you got to say. Or
she knows I'd be lying. She could smell the... First of all...
Tell her you saw a bug in it the other day. You saw a fucking larva in it.
Because she would say, Ron, Dave, then why not throw out the jelly? And she can sense when I'm lying.
You were eating your own dick jelly, you sick fuck.
Yes, but the point is she knows I'm lying.
You might be fired.
And she'll say to me...
You might be fired. Check in with XM and see if he can still work here.
Look under J for jelly.
There's got to be a morals clause.
She is the greatest detector of liars, and so she would say, I don't believe you.
I want you to swear to God.
Get the Bible out.
Bible. Get the Bible in here. New Testament, too.
They get so worked out.
And if I said, oh, no, there was a bug in that, she would say, well, why didn't you throw away? And then
let me ask you, with that jelly right there, would you put your dick in it and then eat the jelly?
Yes, I would.
You're sick.
Oh my God.
You're fucking.
I'll do it right now.
Make soup. Go ahead, do it.
I can't.
Make soup out of your
I
underwear.
have to figure out a way to get hard. Can I get a cordless? Because I have to stay in the corner.
Where are you going? I need somebody to keep an eye on you. We don't have much time left in the show.
Someone has to be a witness.
Lily, would you be a witness?
No.
All right, you just lost Lily. Then you got little John. Earl, you're going to have to watch him. What corner are you going into?
That corner right there, so no one can
Okay. How much time we got in the show, Earl?
You got about 10 minutes or so to the actual end of the show.
Right. Is that enough time?
All right, get over there in the corner.
He could do it 3 times in that amount.
Are you going to turn around in your fucking shame?
Yes, of course. You get some porn? Because seriously, I need some with the girl in the room and everything.
Well, shouldn't that be a positive thing?
I'll never get hard with the girl in the room.
What if we brought a dog in?
No, I mean...
You know what I got for you? Filled the stream. Why don't you fucking look it over? Maybe you'll see a bass you like.
All right, Lil John's bringing in some pornography.
You don't have to totally, just into the jelly and then the taste.
All right.
It's not asking too much. All right, Fez.
This is bizarre.
You got a call today. I can't even look at him. Fez, you got a call today, and backed up the fact that even though your girlfriend had, there he goes. I see he was working himself.
Oh God!
Earl, can you see from there?
Can you see through the window?
No, I can't. I can't see him. But just the idea of it is gnarling me out to no end.
Tell Dave. So what you're going to do is then put it into the jelly and then eat the jelly.
Yes, it's getting a little bit bigger.
The little bit is for you, fucking full-blown erection.
Okay.
His face is bright red right now, even redder than usual.
Sure. It's as red as his cock is. Filthy fuck. All right, is he into the jelly area, Fez?
He's going for the
All
jelly.
right, I see an ass crack sticking out. Fix the back of your pants.
Pull your shirt
You
tail
disgusting
down.
prick.
Earl, come back. All right, I believe...
And there he goes.
The dick is going into the jelly.
You got to turn around so we just see the jelly jar hanging off you. We do. We do, you filthy fuck.
We have contact.
Oh, it's so cold, Mr. B.
All right.
Try not to yell out Mr. B while you're doing this.
Yeah. Take my initials out. Hey, get him on video. Get this fucker on video.
Lily, please don't look.
Don't look, Lily.
Okay.
This is seriously the cold
and the happiest you've ever been since I've known you.
It's pretty exciting.
You're a disgusting fuck. Seriously.
It actually, in a weird way, is now starting the opposite effect where it feels a little good, like with the coldness.
All right, I don't want to know any of your details.
I know.
That's just disturbing.
Very, very quickly.
I need a spoon, guys.
He needs a spoon because he doesn't want to use his finger. That would be gross.
Okay, I'll
Filthy fuck. All right, ready?
You want it?
And now. All right, he wants to get a quick shot for video. All right, there he goes. He's posing with just the jelly on himself. Now, are you ready for munching?
Yeah.
There's a
I'll do it
spoon.
with my hand.
All right.
I feel more manly that way.
All right, so he has filled his little jelly up. And it's the same thing that you get in a diner, the Greek diner, just a little tab. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go, Dave. All right, the jelly's coming out.
He just took a big handful of jelly and ate it out of his dick jelly jar.
He's eating his own dick jelly.
Look at me, Lily.
I'm not looking.
Look,
Lily, look at me.
look at his mouth.
Lily, look at me. Look at me.
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
His dick has been in that jelly.
Just look at him.
What's the big deal?
And now he's scarfing it up.
You're a monster.
Oh, that's
You're
disgusting.
a fucking monster.
This is some of the best jelly I had.
It tastes like homemade.
First of all, the jelly's over a year old. That's been sitting in our office. Right. The Fez's Welch bat was last fucking year.
That's football season.
Oh, my dick is showing.
All right, I don't want.
It's going back. It's small.
Oh God.
It's small again. I gotta. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Get him a bar towel. Bar towel for Dave.
All right, or just someone pick up my pants. I don't care about...
Yeah, I'll be part of that.
Let's hand you towels instead.
You're filthy, disgusting person.
Well, you are what you eat this week.
Jelly.
Oh, get that jelly
Now,
away.
here's the thing. We called him a liar, but he actually did it. And no problem. Straighten yourself out, too. You're all fucking...
Have some dignity.
I asked someone to pick up my pants. I don't see the problem.
And here is yet another chapter that your girlfriend Westside cannot hear about.
Now here's the thing. Here's what's
my God.
Oh, yeah.
Get the jelly towels out of here.
And the dick jelly. Take it all away from Lily.
Do not put that in the refrigerator again. Do not.
Because Mama's coming over later.
No, I'm not touching it. Now, one thing that I'm a little unnerved by is my hands are really sticky, and I'm not sure if it's from the jelly or I might have a little pre-cum in there.
I'm jelly all over the floor.
I'm going to say
all over the
this.
floor.
I think Whackbag will finally apologize. But there's got to be something seriously wrong with you to do that. And I'm not fucking kidding.
Yeah.
This is beyond, like, a psychologist needs to get his hands on you.
The thing is, if it feels good, I don't see why you don't do it, you know? At first, the jelly was too cold, and then the frigidness turned into, like, a warmth, and it was pretty pleasurable.
You warmed it up.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're so sick. I'm just so gnarled.
Look at me, Lily. Look at me. Look at me.
That was just disgusting.
Can you imagine enjoying any jelly again the rest of your lives?
Tell you that Welch's, baby. The only kind I like. So grape, so...
With a name like fuckers.
Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, fellas, we should switch that tattoo from Lucky Boy to Lucky Dog. Fucking pedophile.
Pedophile isn't that?
Pupophile. He's more of a pupophile. All right, Lily, this is what I'm trying to tell you today. Get back on the horse. There's more guys out
this
there.
This is what's out there.
Yeah.
This is great.
I was trying to impress you a little bit. I thought you might like because you seemed like you weren't into me, so I thought that might win you over.
Now I'm really not into you.
Why not? What's it about me that you don't like? I can tell instantly.
You fucked a jar of grape jelly.
No,
what else can I say?
When Thursday or whenever you were in, I could tell. She just didn't like me, Mr. B.
I don't like you. I can't even look at you. I'm seriously ashamed of you. That was fucking biker gang gross. That's how fucking filthy it went. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah. I was just thinking the reason Dave didn't stop his mom from eating those grape crackers is because maybe he's thinking she's tasted that when he was getting molested before.
I doubt
Dave.
that.
You got off on your mom eating your own dick jelly, didn't you?
Hold on. We got Dave's mom here. Hi, you're on the phone.
Hi, Dave, honey. Do you have any more of that jelly? It was very creamy.
Get some for you, Mom.
I don't know why Fez so disgusted. I'm sure he's had dick jelly before.
Yeah, but not his own. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. That may be the lowest part of my life, just being here in the room with you.
Well, everyone gives you highlights and lowlights, Mr. B.
Lily, I'm just going to remind you something.
Yeah.
He's single. Like you. You're two singles out there together in this crazy world of ours. Little John was just taping it for... And you know what, John? Throw that on the internet. Do whatever you want with it. Because it really is nothing I ever want to see again.
I don't see why not.
I'm going to go look up the jelly that's still left on the floor.
Oh, that would be pretty
That isn't jelly, honey. That's all McDonald's.
It just comes out purple.
Sal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, shoot that motherfucker. He's wrong. Just shoot him. Shoot him.
If he was a fucking dog, I would put him down. A human, I don't know what to do because of society. But with a dog, I'd put him down.
With Harry, Mark,
Ben, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, you need to call him new nickname, Smucker Fucker.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Dave, I did call you a liar before. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, for that reason, I want to apologize.
Okay, thank you.
Because I thought for sure that was a lie story. I never thought anyone would ever keep their own dick jelly. But seeing you eating it here in front of people and a videotape, I got to say I know now you were telling the truth.
Thank you, Mr. B. And it didn't taste so bad.
Standing there with your dick in a jar of jelly, did you feel vindicated?
Yes, very much so.
Well, sure.
It was tasty.
It was the proudest day of his life.
Hungry.
Top of the world.
Blaine, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, is this guy going to have sex with a cantaloupe or a watermelon next?
That's the old thing. You throw it into a microwave, you heat it up, and bang that cantaloupe.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, those country kids love it. Then you go out and vote for Bush right after. You fucking cantaloupe, then you hop on the fucking hay truck. The Republicans will send you out to vote for Bush. Jameson, you're on Ron and Fez.
I'm just trying to give Lily one more shot. Ronnie, $2. One more shot, come on.
Lily, do you want Jameson or not?
Who's
Got nothing to
Jameson?
lose.
He loves you.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live in Long Island, but I work in Queens.
No, sorry, deal breaker. I don't like Long Island.
Wow.
From Jersey?
Yeah.
Look at how much we got in common, Lily.
Wow.
So much in common. You're both from Jersey. You both bang jelly. Oh, no, only one of you has. That's it for us. Thanks for coming in, Lily. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Dave, I don't know what to do. Earl, you're my best friend I've ever had. Let's keep winning.
I'm your best friend.
No, you're in a relationship now. I don't even see anymore. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow right after O&A.
You gotta be...
That's the end of my show. Donk. Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.